have a show in 16 days. Or is it 16? How many shows are left?
Less than 16, 11, 12, or something.
No, this is our 10th show. Tomorrow's our 9 shows left, and then starting next week, there's 8 shows left.
Right. That sounds so appealing to me. It really does. It's exciting.
But you're not doing it like Oprah.
What do you mean?
She did a countdown. I mean, this is her last year, and she's doing, I'm sure at the end of her season, it's going to be major.
I guess it's...
Are we having a final show? Like a huge...
No, because...
Retrospective?
Here's the problem. We're in a limbo. Like, I'm working on keeping us working, and it's just not working out. And, there's a... I do want to work. I know you do, I assume, and Fred.
Yes, sir.
I mean, what's Fred going to do? I mean, what is he going to do? Are you nervous, Fred?
Absolutely. I'll be Susan Boyle's roadie, I guess.
Well, I mean, it is, and I understand it. I mean, in a sense, I'm completely weirded out that I don't know what I'm going to be doing, and yet I'm strangely excited by it too.
DePace and I was just talking about this, and you know what we're getting a lot of from people.
Yeah.
I can't believe he won't tell you. Like you know something.
No, I don't.
That you have this master plan that you're waiting.
No, listen. I have had meetings.
And that was what I was saying. And he's being cruel to the staff.
Right.
No, just the opposite. The one thing that bothers me about all this is that there's a lot of people who I love and work with every day who are terrific. Not just Rob and Fred and Gary, but there's a whole slew of people. Not you, Benji, but there's a whole slew of people I feel very loyal to. You too, Benji. Ay vey.
Did he get bummed out?
He starts crying.
I cried.
He starts
started to
But
block
do you see?
up.
Do you see the other side of that?
Yeah.
No, the other side, the side that there's a lot of people who feel loyalty to you.
Yes,
as well,
of course.
because no one's left.
No one's left.
I just figure you can't find any other word.
Nobody looked.
I know.
They're hoping for this.
But I always come through in the end and find something for us to do.
That's what I've been saying in these interviews that annoy you, that I trust. I've always trusted you, so why would I not trust you now?
But I've been in a lot of talks and trying to figure out what I think is the best future for all of us. In a way, I'm in that weird position. But I'm also worried about what's best for me.
Of course.
So, so it's very
now what happens?
petty.
Again, I know there is a possibility, but there's a possibility that December 16th will come and go, and you won't know anything still, correct?
Yes, that is true.
That'll be really weird.
That would be.
Well, I don't know when to end my winter vacation.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I don't know what to tell anybody to do. Like I'm in that position, like, they'll tell us what we're doing, and I'm like, I don't know what we're doing. That's as simple as that. I've spoken with a lot of people. There's a lot of people interested, a lot of people putting things together in this, but I don't have anything definite yet.
I've shown him some offers I've gotten to try to, if he had anything to say.
Robin's talking about how she threw that thing on your desk about
But
Dancing
should I
with the
take
Stars.
this job?
Yeah, I know it, and I go, take it. I don't know what to tell you.
Fred and I even talk about stuff, I'll tell you, for instance, for me, I know this sounds stupid, and I said this on the wrap-up show, and I got a nasty email. I said, I haven't even gotten, new phones for the family. I don't want to enter into a new plan.
Right.
And people are like, you have so much money. But I'm like, I don't know what it's going to be. Right. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I know. Everyone says you're freaking out the worst. I mean, most openly freaking out. That's the feedback I get.
Is that right? It's not someone
I don't
else
know
in the
about
office?
that.
But I don't blame Gary. Gary's got 2 kids. They're going to be college age soon enough.
I don't agree with that.
He's got a wife. He's got a house. He's got the whole thing.
I don't agree with that. I'm freaking out. I think I've been more calm than most.
I was in the coffee room with some of the TV guys yesterday, and they're freaking out. I mean, it's not
they should
like
be.
They're, screaming and shouting. But I said, well, what happens after?
Well, the TV guys are really freaking out.
January 1st, and one guy said freelance, I guess.
Well, the guys really are freaking out because, don't forget, we have a television deal. And we have a TV channel and all of that. But, of course, there's no TV channel without the daily shows.
Right.
So.
And is there a guarantee that there's a TV channel with the shows?
Well, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But it's very complicated.
You should do a show with Ryan Seacrest. It's complicated.
And another question that I get all the time, which I think is the funniest question, is
because you feel powerless.
I am.
Yeah, you're powerless because it's up to me where I go, and then you can make your decisions what you want to do. And so you're waiting for me. And I get that. Believe me, I think it's awful. But I don't know how else to handle this. I mean, I don't have that control where I can just say, okay, we're going here, and then here's the deal, and everybody's all set.
Well, other people sort of think that, though.
I know. They think I'm in charge.
Why don't you do this? Like, you could just do it.
Yeah, because I don't own the company. I just don't. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what to tell anybody to do. I still don't. But who's freaking out the worst? Someone told me that it's you and Scott the engineer.
I don't know. I don't know what the definition of freaking out is.
Everyone want to come in and tell me who's freaking out?
Yeah, I mean, I like to know.
Why don't people tell us their
I get notes on the computer. I don't even know who writes.
I'm more sort of like, I get a lot of people coming to me, and I'm like, I don't know. I promise you, I don't know. And I get almost like, feel like I'm being put upon, like, you know, and I don't.
Right.
Scott, I heard you're freaking out really bad. That's the word I got, but I get it through the computer, so I don't know who's telling us this.
From who? I really haven't said anything. I mean, I'm worried like everybody else. That's all. I mean, I'm just concerned, and I had a kid who went through college, so I'm paying off college loans. So.
Aren't you old enough to retire at this? How old are you?
Well, he's old enough. He just doesn't have the money.
Right.
I'll be 58 next week.
You have any kind of retirement plan?
Of course not.
Let's say this ends. What are you going to do?
Freelance.
Freelance? Who the hell's looking for you?
Maybe I'll go on the bowling tour.
Freelance.
I don't know. I mean, I'll
let's say in 9 days, this thing ends.
Okay.
Okay? It's over. Mm-hmm. I don't have a gig. I get fed up, and I go, it's over.
Right.
Do you got a fucking plan?
No.
You don't?
No.
I don't understand that.
How many people do have a plan?
Do you have any money in savings?
Yeah, I have some.
How long can you last?
I can last a few months, 6 months, comfortably.
58 with 6 months? The fuck?
See, I took the.
I mean, he's screwed.
Susie Orman, Susie Orman? I saw her on 60 Minutes.
Yeah.
And I was very happy. She has a whole plan for this sort of thing.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't have any debt except for a house, which is a big money, but there's I have no credit card debt. And she said you have to have at least an 8-month plan. You have to have at least 8 months of savings. So I think I have a year.
Go ahead.
A year of savings.
All right.
So you're in good shape.
Well, so according to Susie,
what about at the end of the year, though?
You're done.
It's a year to look
she
for work.
doesn't have a plan for that.
And then, of course, you cut back on things. There's things that you don't need.
Susie Orman's ready for me to quit, but not Scott. See, this is why I lay awake at night. It's not just mine. I gotta worry about this guy.
Yeah.
I'll look for a job, and hopefully I'll find something. I am a competent engineer.
Are you?
Hopefully somebody will need me.
Yeah, see, the harder thing to take in all of this, Howard, is if you said you were going to do this 6 months ago, then I go out and look for a job.
All right, let's say
maybe I find it, maybe I didn't, maybe it'd be less, but at least I know.
I heard that GM is hiring engineers.
Is that right?
I've been like everybody else. I really don't want to leave and hope that you stay, so I haven't looked.
So here's the thing. Let's say I sign a 5-year deal with somebody, either here or whatever else I have in mind. At the end of those 5 years, what plan are you going to fucking have? Nothing. You're going to be in the same goddamn boat.
You're going to put together a plan if we get another 5?
Yes. This time I will definitely, because...
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is, but
I don't know what the plan will be either, but maybe...
Were you one of those guys who, like my father taught me early on, even when I was making, I was making $12,000 a year, he'd say, put $100 aside, invest it, because at the end, when you retire at 55, you're going to have $300,000. All you have to do, there was a financial expert on Fox the other day who said, if you take, I forget what it was, like $500 a month, and you put it away at age, you start at 30.
Right.
By the time you retire at 50, if you want to retire at 55, you'd have, and he gave a figure like $350,000, $400,000. You'd have a nest egg. Mm-hmm. You've done no planning, right, your entire life.
No, I've always lived through, just day by day.
Day by day.
Yeah.
You're an amazing guy. You're a guy who had free time to sit and make a plan. Like you could have taken $100 a week and put it in a plan.
I have some. Like I said, I have some. I don't have a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you could go back to the DJ business.
That's what I'm saying. He's got no, and then in 5 years, let's say I get another 5 years and I get them to hire you, which will be impossible, but I'll find a way. Because Sirius, I don't even think wanted to hire you. Isn't that right? I remember convincing them to bring you over here.
Yes.
Scott's always the guy.
He's the guy you have to convince people to take.
I'm suddenly fighting for him every minute.
I think Scott thought his nest egg was going to be his son's band, too.
Yeah.
He was putting a lot into that.
My son's got his own life. I'm not banking on him doing anything for me.
Well, you better.
Why couldn't he have had Justin Bieber? Can you imagine if Scott's son was Justin Bieber?
Oh, look at him. How's that going to happen?
Like, I know Jason is freaking out because he keeps gaining weight. I mean, he's almost the size of an elephant.
He went on a cruise last week, and I said to him...
He did?
I said, there's no way you're going to go on a cruise and come back thinner.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Because, the cruises...
It's all about food.
It's just nonstop. I don't know what he ate.
But he's another guy with no plan. Like, okay, so let's say I get...
He's a young guy, at least.
Yeah,
but Robin, listen to me for 1 second. Let's say I get a 5-year deal somewhere.
Okay.
All right? I sign.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be, at the end of that deal, I'm going to be 61. Mm-hmm. I got to get the fuck out. I want some free time. Let's say I come through for everybody. I take the job for 5 years to make sure that everyone's still working. All right? Let's say that's my primary motivation in doing this, which I'm pretty sure is. Is Jason going to have in 5 years a plan?
This is it.
When am I allowed to leave you all?
See, okay,
no, that's what you have to say right now. If there is another 5 years, better have a plan.
Yeah, because I'm out. I mean, why is Jason wasting the little money he has on a cruise? A fat
I don't know.
What's he doing?
But see, I would say, to answer your question, I figured...
What's his plan in 5 years? In other words... Everyone's got to start looking for a job. What's your plan?
Listen, my plan is...
Yeah, let me hear your plan. If you have a plan, maybe someone else will hear it.
No. I've been putting money away exactly the way you said that I should from the beginning. My father said the same thing as your father.
Right.
If you're making... my father said, always max out your IRA no matter what.
Didn't your father die broke?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, yes. Because I just want to understand.
And that's why he told me advice.
But the thing is, that's a funny thing.
Nothing like that.
He never had a didn't have a plan. So he always, so I put money away and all that. I figure if this is the deal, your next deal to me is your last deal.
Right.
And so I have been saving my money, and I would continue to save it some more.
So that's your plan, to save some money.
To save some, but to continue to save and then
because what the experts say. They say don't be caught off guard.
I wasn't, and I'm not.
Right, because
the thing is,
you've been working with me a long time. Even if it's $10 a week, if that's all you can afford,
you're missing the point.
Put it aside.
Pay yourself first, is what they say.
Even having money put away, people would still like to know. Do I have to look for a job? In other words, if I knew 6 months ago, I'd have 6 months to look for a job.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like Jason, I heard if you don't get after this paycheck, if he doesn't get his next paycheck, he's fucked.
No,
that's what I heard. I heard you have completely wiped out.
How many paychecks do you
No. I have savings. I've been saving.
What about the money for the loan for the wedding?
Well, it's still being paid off, but I'm saving. I have cash on hand. Susie Orman says in these trying economic times, it's more important to have liquid cash than pay off your debt. So I've been saving cash.
What is it, Will? What? Is he bullshitting?
A little bit. He makes these comments in the office just like, oh, I got to wait till we get paid on Friday before I can make like a $25 payment. Like little shit like that. I'm like, how much money do you have saved, dude?
Nothing.
No, that's not true.
I put that savings. Let's say I don't, for some reason. I don't have do you have a plan?
I'm working on it, absolutely.
You are.
You have to know that.
And if I get a 5-year deal, you understand, I'm getting old. I can't keep doing this.
That's the other concern. It's like, well, I'm 32 now. I'm pretty young. Do I still want to be in this position at 37, 38?
All right, that's good.
Absolutely.
At least you think. Well, that's right. You're the one with the IQ with 130. The rest of you dummies, I don't know.
Why isn't he helping the others?
Why did you help the other one?
That's because it's funny to watch him fail.
I know. At least you got a plan.
A little bit. I mean.
Yeah, but listen, guys, here it is. If I get a 5-year deal somewhere for you, I'm doing it for you so you guys come up with a plan. You got a
plan.
You got a plan.
I have a plan, and I've had a plan. I'm more nervous. I just would like to know. You can understand that, right?
Well, of course. I'd like to know.
But I have a plan. I mean, I've saved money, and I will continue to save money. You know, Will brings up the interesting point. When we're done, should you sign another deal, I'd be 55.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get it that way. Like, who wants to hire a 55-year-old producer?
Nobody.
But by the same
no one
token,
wanted to hire you when you were 25.
In this business, people find themselves in that position all the time.
Right. Oh,
You know,
yeah. And let me say something.
What?
You're absolutely right. That's what I wanted to say. That we've all been very blessed.
Yeah.
You know, but if you were a producer on a TV show lasts 5 years. That's great run for a TV show.
Like you heard Wendy Williams, her show is probably, you know, she says, I got 2 years under my belt. I don't even know if it's going to last another season. But we've been very lucky. We've all had these, I signed contracts for 5 years at a time. It's unheard of in radio. But most guys don't have any of this. So the fact that I can offer some security, but you guys have to come up with a plan.
But, you know, for Will to say, do I want to be in this position at 38, if he stays in this business, he could very well be. If he goes to another show, he could be in this position in a year.
Right, that's right. In other words, I'd rather be here for 5 years knowing what I have.
Right.
Than, say I got offered to do a TV show, and it's like it's a hit TV show. How fast did Who Wants to Be a Millionaire rise
Come and
fall?
go, yeah.
That's right. I'm sure all those
3
people
years,
thought
right?
they're going to be on that for the rest of their lives.
Wasn't that
burned down?
3 years, up and down.
That's it. Gone.
So I'd rather be here.
All right. Whoa. Here's a guy with a plan.
Get ready for old direction to be lost.
Now, is that really your? I'm just curious. Is that really your primary motivation?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it because you? But do you think you don't want to face if
Look,
that wasn't around?
Listen.
Like, let's say that wasn't. Let's say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you not want to really decide yourself if you want to keep doing it?
No. Here's what I've decided whether I want to do. So I want to do something. I still want to be involved. If I didn't, I wouldn't do it. But part of my 𝗦𝗵ci𝘄, which is an Italian word, which you wouldn't know, is that
my parents.
There's a lot of people who are working here who don't have a plan.
No, I
like you are the worst of that. You have no plan.
If you do another 5-year run, I'll be as old as I say I am now.
Right. No, but I mean, you'll be older, and the thing is, you have no plan. You don't put anything in savings. I know you.
I haven't done.
You
know
haven't
what?
saved a goddamn dime.
This is a wake-up call.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
No, it's so. It's. I read those things you're talking about like.
And I don't need a 𝗪𝗎 to tell me. I mean, I know basically that if the thing falls apart, I gotta have some money. You got to. I don't care what you're earning. You got to put a certain amount aside and make a plan.
But even if you know, life has no certainty to it.
Right.
Even if you say, I'm signing a 5-year deal, you could drop dead tomorrow.
Right. Right. Right.
You know, there's always something that could happen.
You brought up a great, you brought up a great point in the studio.
I did?
How much longer do you really want to do this? So say Howard does resign.
Yeah.
What's your plan for after that contract? Say he signs a 5-year deal.
I don't know. That's the issue that people are having. You know, it's a lot of fun to be here. It's great to work here, but at some point you got to think. You know, right now I'm 32. I could try and start something else and build a career from there. You know, at almost 40, if you were to go another 5 years after this, it's like starting over. Maybe there's some kids on the scene at that point. You know, these are all questions you got to weigh.
Say he does resign. 5 years down the road, he retires for good. That's it.
Well, I'm working on my professional golfing career. I'm about a 20 handicap right now. And I've gotten down in the 80s a couple times, so I figure if I can get down another 20, 25 strokes on my game, I'll be ready to go.
Do you have a contingency plan or an idea of what you'd want to do?
Well, I'm hoping to get an announcing job with whatever late night host is doing the Tonight Show at the time.
So you're following in the footsteps of Stuttering John? That's
exactly.
Your hope? Those are your hopes?
Exactly. It's the Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
I'm falling back on my youth and good looks. I think Hollywood is obviously the next step for me.
In this business, you have to always have plan B, always, even if it's in your back pocket.
Right, so what is this plan B in your back pocket?
Cookies.
Right. That's my cookies.
What's next?
It didn't appeal to you.
Well, ideally, I'd like to stay on the air. I'd like to continue on the radio or on TV doing, stuff like this, talking head stuff. If I can't find a gig doing that, then I'd do one of two things. I'd either go back into the corporate world, into marketing, advertising, which I really don't want to do, or maybe I would pursue teaching at a university, teaching, either the pop culture thing or communications or something like that.
Listen, my plan is for right now Hope Howard resigns. If he resigns and says it's just 5 years and that's all he has left, then it'll be great to know that the end...
Did you hear me say I didn't hang up on you, dumbass?
It'll be nice if he told us, so yeah, if he says, no, if I sign a 5-year contract and this is it, and then I'll know, and then like everybody else in the world, I'll start planning looking for a new job. I appreciate the fact that Howard's concerned about us, but plenty of people lose their jobs every day, and you figure it out. Listen, it was my dream growing up to work for this show. I now work on this show. I live the dream every day. I'd like the dream to go on for as long as it can. When the dream's over, I'll wake up into the nightmare that is my life.
Now, say this is his last contract, so he resigns, goes another 5 years, but then he retires. Then what? Have you thought about that?
Lots of sucking penis for money.
So you're going to turn to cock?
Yeah. Trends come and go, but cocksucking's always a good money maker.
I'm going to take a picture of you, Craig. That camera. Something to remember.
Is there a guy named Craig in there?
Yeah, I was going to say, where's Craig? Who's this?
That guy.
Who's this Craig you're talking about?
Craig, Greg, what's the difference? I won't remember him in a few weeks anyway when we're out of here. Get a picture of you.
He's already forgot about you, Craig.
Here's your future, Craig, right there. Just a memory on my phone.
You can't even see my face. It means I'm like a ghost.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're all going to be in 3 weeks. Craig, they say a man without a plan is lost. That's all I got.
Do you have a contingency plan should it end?
Yeah, we're going to come stay at your house.
In bed with me?
Yep, in bed with you.
Really though, are you afraid?
No.
What's your prediction?
I have no prediction. I have a hope.
What's your gut feeling?
We're going to keep working. I got to believe what he says, that he's going to keep working somewhere. He wants to keep working. Why would he be? It may not happen immediately. Hopefully it does. But he said, he's going to keep working. He's been honest for 25 years that I've been with him. Why should I not believe him now?
What would you do 5 years down the road? Say he does resign. You go another 5 years. You're a guy who's worked almost his entire career with Howard.
Yeah, I mean, I would look for work like anybody else. What it would be, I don't know. I mean, I try to work in TV. I try to produce some shows. I think I'll be older, but I think that I will have a lot of experience to bring. But I mean, I love Howard, and I've done great here. But the notion that Howard stops working and I'm unemployable is I don't believe that. And if I did believe that you got to believe in yourself. But I want to be here. I like this job. I always said this has been an amazing run. We've been together longer, and if he signs this deal, that'll be 32 years we'll have been together at the end of this deal.
Wow.
Who fucking does that? In anything. The Rolling Stones, and they fucking hate each other. They see each other a couple of times a year to write songs and perform. We see each other every fucking day.
And it's still going strong.
And we still enjoy doing it.
And the time test was 5.7.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, you didn't ask what that meant?
No.
What do you think, Gary?
Well, it's interesting because Eric's telling us how smart he is, but he's trying to contest the will, saying that they made him sign something because he's not so smart.
Right.
So are you smart or are you not smart?
Gary, I'm not retarded after Howard read those.
So you're smart enough to know what you signed?
Gary, listen.
No, I'm asking. I'm just asking.
Oh, Gary, me and Howard are talking. Can you go back to the office and fight with Yucko?
Well, no, Gary makes a good point. We're going to get into this. You hired a lawyer. Your mother died recently, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
But she died, and she kicked you out of the will completely.
Right, and I don't know why.
Okay. Now, Gary's point is you're saying your sister had you sign a piece of paper saying you could not contest the will.
Okay.
And you're claiming you're too stupid to understand what you signed, right?
I didn't. She didn't tell me what I was signing. I was directed to sign on another piece of paper.
Right. You never read it.
I never read it.
You didn't know what you were
saying. But that's not defensible. You signed something without reading it. That's nobody's fault but your own.
But you'd have to say you read it and didn't understand it.
She didn't tell me what I was signing.
Nobody's required to tell you what you're signing. Even if they did, you are required to read it to know what you're signing.
When my mom first passed away in July, my sister had me meet her, and she said, "These are the papers for Mom's cremation."
Right.
So that's the first time I signed papers back in July. But a month later, when I met her again, she didn't tell me what I was signing.
When she asked you to sign them, what did she say? She said, "Sign these," but what did you think they were?
She didn't say.
But did you ask?
No, and I thought she would tell me what they were.
But see, a judge might say, "Well, you should ask," unless he doesn't think.
But he's retarded.
But he's saying he's not.
Well, retarded people never think they're retarded.
I went to special ed.
Yeah. He went to special ed.
I'm more confused than ever.
Well,
wait a minute. He's talking about papers signed after his mother died.
That's right.
Yeah.
That he could not contest the will.
Well, I'm talking about, I thought you were talking about the fact that his mother decided and said specifically, "I am doing this on purpose. I am cutting Eric out of my will."
In the will, your mother says, "No, Eric, he gets nothing." Now, I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true, and I want you to answer. Was your mother upset with you because you stole jewelry from her?
No.
Did you ever steal mother?
She didn't care that you stole jewelry?
Did you steal jewelry out of your mom's apartment?
No.
All right. Some guy called us and said that's why she cut you out of the will. She was upset. She thought you stole.
No.
But you did not.
No.
So then why would your mother cut you out?
Howard, I don't know.
You really don't know? Did you have a good relationship with your mother?
Look, I had a good relationship with her. I always had dinner with her here and there. But, when my sister moved out to college, it was difficult for me and my mother.
Why?
Because we had arguments and fights here and there.
You're hard to live with?
It wasn't. It was difficult when my father moved out. I was doing bad in school.
Right. So she was angry with you. Now, what's your relationship with your sister? Is it true that when you were living in your mom's apartment after she died, you decided to stay there?
But didn't he do that surreptitiously?
Yeah.
He wasn't invited to do that.
Right. Your sister had to have you kicked out, right?
Well, my brother-in-law asked me to leave.
Right.
And if he said if I didn't leave, he would call the cops.
So you don't get along well with your sister and your brother-in-law?
I mean, as much as I love my sister and I miss my mom a lot, I don't know why I was left out of the will, and I really don't know why.
Right.
When did your mother write that will? Was she in her right mind?
Robin, when my mom was sick, she was very weak. She really couldn't walk that well.
Uh-huh.
It sounds like to me, I'm reading between the lines, you didn't have much of a relationship with your mother. Your sister and you are estranged. Your sister doesn't want you living in the apartment. Your sister has nothing to do with you. In fact, didn't she make you, in order to go to her wedding, didn't you have to not appear on this show for like 6 months?
No, I was still on the show.
Right.
I still came on the show.
Yeah, but I remember you had to stop coming on for a while.
Eric, remember there was a period of time that you couldn't come on the show because you said your sister, you wouldn't be able to go to the wedding. And it was a good period of time that you couldn't do the show. Eric, you don't remember that at all?
No, okay. Remember that girl, Angel?
No, answer the question I just asked you.
We're asking you, there was a period of time you could not come on the show. You and your sister seemed to be at odds.
Oh, well, I took a break for a while.
Right. But I think you told me it was her request. Specifically...
I remember your sister saying to you that she didn't want you coming on the show anymore.
Well, they said that to me a while ago.
Right. So, she has problems with you.
I don't understand any of the relationships. I understand that he's estranged from his sister, but I really don't understand how much contact he had with his mother.
Eric's mom
after he left home.
Yeah, it sounds like they didn't talk that much.
Right.
You and your mom were kind of on the outs.
Well, we were on the outs when my father moved out, when my sister moved out to college.
No, but that was a long time ago.
Right.
And so you've been on the outs for a long time.
I've been on the outs with her for, here and there.
Right. So it probably, she felt she didn't have much of a relationship with you anymore. And she does state in the will that Eric knows why he's not in the will.
Yeah.
I don't know why, and I'm telling you the truth about that.
Wow. I don't know what to say, Robin.
Yeah, we've gotten absolutely nowhere.
Now, what's going on with this girl, Angel, who had sex with you, which was unbelievable to me? She was in here with you.
She wasn't in here with me.
We had her
she was on the phone.
She was on the phone.
She had sex with you.
Well, I got another story about that.
Yeah, well, she's on the phone right now.
I have another story about that.
Didn't she have to get a restraining order so that you wouldn't stalk her?
No.
What was it, Angel?
That's not true.
Angel, what was it?
There was no restraining order.
You had asked Eric not to bother you anymore.
Yeah, I was going through a really hard time, having been recently diagnosed with cancer, single parenting, all that stuff, and I had written to Gary, asking him to intercede on my behalf because Eric had called me 27 times one night at work, and I just couldn't take it anymore.
That's not true.
That's not true.
I got my phone records when she called me when I went to court.
Eric, we're talking about last April.
Okay, let me ask a question.
Go ahead.
What did you do after the benefit?
After the benefit? What do you mean, what did I do after the benefit?
Artie raised $11,000 for Angel.
Right, okay, I have a story about that.
And she had you thrown out of the benefit.
No, she didn't have me thrown out.
I did not have him thrown out. That's a lie.
I have a story about Angel after the benefit.
What is that story?
Okay. He's got tons of stories. Go ahead.
𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗋. He's got a bunch of documents. Look at him. He's like a lawyer.
It's like he came in ready for Judge Judy.
You're not kidding. Go ahead.
Well, a few months after the benefit, remember I came in here and you had me play with that fake vagina?
Yes.
And I wasn't talking to her still because that was a few weeks after the benefit.
Right.
So after that, she called me the day after and said she couldn't believe I told the truth about her and our sex life that we had.
Right.
And I wasn't even calling her. She called me the day after I did that show.
Now, Angel, why did you call Eric? You didn't want him calling you. Why would you start calling him?
At that time, I did call him, and I said I was proud of him for finally telling the truth. That is what I said. That's it.
But why would you start in with him again? I got to defend Eric here. He stopped calling you.
Defend him. Yeah, not a problem. He not, something, Howard. That's not necessarily true because he continued to text me and everything.
Oh, I see.
He could stand there with
but she's been texting me also.
Excuse me, Eric.
Excuse me, I'm in the studio. You're on the phone.
Yeah, no kidding. I have to go to work. I have jobs to support myself and my family.
Angel, you should not text him. Are you texting him?
Not any longer. No, I'm not.
Well, it seems
when was the last contact you had with Eric?
She called me a few weeks ago saying...
What did she say to you?
She called me a few weeks ago, left a message on my voicemail saying that I stopped calling her because I'm hanging out with a bunch of other people, like that girl Gina who won the Superfan trivia contest.
Right.
Irish John, AA, and she said that they're taking advantage of me when they're not.
You don't think they're taking? You never think?
Angel, why are you getting involved with Eric?
Yeah.
We finally got him out of your life.
100% right. Okay, I called him.
Are you in love with Eric?
Define love.
Love. I mean, do you feel romantic?
Do I want to? No, I don't. I love Eric as a human being. I love a lot of people as a human being.
Yeah, but you find him irresistible, don't you?
No, I do not. Hardly. I find him. He reminds me of a part of me that I'm looking to cure, and I understand that that's a mistake.
But Angel, you've got to stop.
It's not just me.
You're addicted to Eric.
Can I bring up another
He's like a chubby Charles Manson. He
sucked you in.
You have control. She's way involved with you.
Can I bring up another point?
How does he do this?
Bring it up.
Okay, December 15th, I had to go to court. So the night before, she posted on SFN, which I don't post on anymore.
All right.
Okay?
You don't post on anymore.
Let me talk. I'm talking. So she said on SFN that she contacted the DA and had to talk with the DA and said I was in for a nice surprise. Why did she call the DA on my case?
What was the surprise?
What was the surprise?
What was the surprise, Eric?
You tell them. You're the one that brought it up on Star Fan Network.
Okay, the surprise was he was getting away with everything that happened with the credit card because of the DA's failure to prosecute.
All right, listen, Angel, I'm going to make a point.
I don't know what's going on.
Let me straighten this out. Angel.
He's got plenty more other stuff to throw under the bus.
She thinks she can control me, who I can hang out with, who I can't hang out with.
I never said that, Eric.
Yes, you did.
Eric,
I was John, that girl Gina.
Angel, listen to me.
Whatever.
You are Angel.
Yes, I'm listening, Howard. I'm sorry.
You are not to call Eric anymore. You're done with him.
Okay, well, wait. You want to hear something?
Howard, please tell him that as well.
All right.
Please tell
I'm not calling you. I have proof. I said her Bob Levers. I'm not even calling her.
Eric, you did not call me at work up to January 9th at all.
No.
You did not call me. You did not text me on Christmas Day saying, please come down here and I'm going to fuck you good. You never said that, Eric.
I have my phone record. You want to see them?
Yes.
Fine.
How do you know he used his own phone? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Howard, listen.
Angel. Angel and Eric. Eric, leave her alone.
Wait, let me tell you something.
And you leave him alone.
Eric.
Hold on, wait. I'm talking. I'm talking.
You shut up.
No, you shut up.
Did you or did you not send a text message to me the day you got out of court and asked me to come down to see you? I called you back, and you said you would give me $40 for gas because you knew I was in a bad way and everything. Did we or did we not sit and have dinner, and I told you about what happened with me in court and everything?
Is that true, Eric?
We saw each other that last time, but I'll tell you something what she did.
No. Answer the question because I'm answering the question. Because you have also told your friends on that night that you paid me $40 to have sex with you, and that's a lie.
No, that's a lie right there. That's a lie.
Right there.
Did you have sex again, the two of you?
No.
So why are you telling people that you spent $40 on sex?
I didn't say it. I spent $40 on sex.
Over the Twitter yesterday that you had.
That was not my Twitter. That was not my Twitter.
It was.
All right, listen to me. I'm going to make this easy for you.
I want to tell you something. What she did after the benefit, a few months.
All right.
You want to hear this?
Yes. What did she do?
Just call the IRS and discuss.
Artie was nice enough to do a benefit for her.
Right.
So in October or November, she's been calling me crying. How she wants the rest of the money from Artie and all the other comedians.
What?
Yeah.
That's a lie.
What are you talking about?
She wants the rest of the money that Artie owes her and the comedians from that benefit.
Who owes her money?
Oh, no.
She said Artie owes her more money than because he didn't.
Did you already go through all the money, Angel?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
That's why she had her son stole a pair of shoes from Kohl's.
What?
Had my son
her son stole a pair of shoes from Kohl's.
Is that true, Angel?
My son did steal a pair of shoes from Kohl's. I ran out of money because my car died and I had to buy a car and everything. I'd also paid for me while I have an operation. I took a week off of work. I went through cancer treatment. I lost my job in September. And in December, my son stole a pair of shoes.
That Child Protective Services is after her.
And I took the rap for it, didn't I, Eric? I accepted responsibility for it.
Hey, I did my responsibility too. I did community service too.
Eric,
all right, listen. Listen to me. Angel, listen to me.
Sir.
Angel. Listen to me. The two of you. Angel,
Yes, sir.
You're not to call Eric or text him ever again.
Not a problem.
Okay.
I haven't.
Eric?
Yes.
You are not to call or text Angel ever again.
That's fine.
Can I add something to this, please? I don't want him talking on SFN or any other site about me.
And you're not to talk about her or Twitter about her.
She talks about me on another message board.
And you, Angel, better not.
Yes, you do. That's a lie.
It's a lie. I talk with my friends about the effects of what you've done to me for trying to be.
All right, Angel, listen to me. Get out of Angel. You got enough problems. Get out of the loop. Don't talk to your friends publicly about Eric. And Eric, you do the same. Thank you. This is ridiculous.
Can I say one more thing?
No, you're done.
Why not? You want to talk about the IRS and how you got me involved with doing your taxes and not reporting?
Because you were nice enough to do it, but
I was nice enough to
that's
do
private.
it. You were nice enough to lie to me.
That's private.
What happened now?
Why is that private? My life is not private.
Angel, are you a tax preparer?
Yes, I am.
And you prepared his taxes?
She prepared my taxes once before, but that's private. She's not allowed to do.
I can say whatever I want. I am a tax preparer.
That's private. That's private.
Eric has taxes?
Yes, he got $1,305 back last year.
Wow.
He failed to report income from Sirius and from the ringtones, and he's got an
So you have to sit there and listen to me. The two of you are toxic together, Eric.
So why is she? I mean, I didn't do her personal finances over the air.
Right. Yeah, that's not fair.
You didn't?
Angel, wait a second. Angel, you are being out of line right now.
Well, I
I'm
think they're
defending
both out of line.
Oh, right.
Thank you, Robin.
Okay, you're both out of line. But Eric's finances don't need to be discussed here.
Then he shouldn't have them forwarded to my house. Have his address changed. I don't want his mail. I want nothing to do with him.
Eric.
Yes.
Get rid of her in your life, and you, Angel, get rid of him in your life.
Not a problem.
Just don't contact each other. Have no contact.
Okay, not a problem.
Thank you.
Going on each other's
I'm gonna
Twitter accounts.
Yeah, no more
and
twittering
all of
about her.
that.
And Angel, the same with you.
No more
That's not my Twitter page.
No problem.
People make fake Twitter pages.
They do? That's
Yes.
not your Twitter page?
No.
All right.
No, that wasn't at all, right?
No, it wasn't.
They know all the
people have fake Eric the Midget pages too.
Right, and they know all the personal things about what we've been through, like you talked about on there. But
it's probably your friends that made a fake Twitter page.
I don't have friends. I work.
All right, Angel, do you hear what I'm saying? Get out of this. Get out of this. And Eric, get out of this. This is dangerous, what you two are up to. It's going to end up in a disaster.
It's like playing with fire.
It's like playing. You're both. It's like both of you are playing with fire. You're like an old married couple who aren't even having sex.
Right. And you know something, the sad part about it, and Eric knows this, is I really did care about him. I treated him well. And
Well, forget it.
And he's constantly throwing me under the bus. You're right.
How about the many times you throw me under the bus to Steve Langford?
Eric, I wish you all the best.
But Angel, no more calling Steve Langford. You got to get out of the loop.
No problem.
You don't even know
Is
Eric.
she an Eric informer?
I don't know.
Am I an Eric informer? Yeah.
Yeah, have you called Steve Langford to tell him?
She does. She calls him all the time about me when I had to go to court.
When you have...
Your phone's breaking up.
Report about...
Yeah, all right. Angel, I got to go. Stay out of Eric's life, and Eric, stay out of Angel's life. Thank you. It's very simple. Did you drive to Eric's apartment to hang out with him in January? She's not there.
Good. We lost her.
All right. How much money do you stand to get if you could get back in your mother's will? If you get 50%. Are we talking a lot of money here?
I'm not sure.
Is that what he would get?
50%, I guess. I don't know. Or 50%. Like they split. It's just you and your sister, right?
Yeah.
Your dad wouldn't get you. They're divorced.
Right.
So it would just be you and your sister, 50-50.
Right.
How much money we fighting over?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
But does he have to get 50? I don't understand. I don't think it's mandatory that you give a child anything, is it?
It's not mandatory, especially if you're writing your will that you don't want the kid getting anything.
Yeah, and on what grounds is he contesting the will?
Yeah, what grounds? Well, the glazed look just came over her.
But honestly, I don't know what the reasons are why I wasn't in the will.
Right. Well, clearly your mother had an issue with you. Unless she was out of her mind at the time. You could make that claim that she didn't know.
That's what I wondered, if he said, the will was written when she was incompetent or she was forced.
Eric, you seem very hurt by this. You're almost in tears, right?
I miss my mother.
You do. You feel bad that you didn't get along with her?
And I miss her.
You miss her. But when was the last time you even went to see her?
In May.
In May? Oh, so you did see her.
At my sister's house.
And when you were at your sister's house and you saw your mom, did she say to you, son, I'm leaving you something?
No.
She did not?
No.
Did she say anything to you about the will?
No, my sister was helping her, walking back into the room because my mother was sleeping so much.
Did you go to the funeral?
I did.
You were there?
Yeah.
And then you went to the reading of the will? Did you go to that?
No.
No.
There was no reading. I don't think anyone reads.
No.
He didn't even read the thing he signed. Oh, I don't know, man. This sounds like a big mess.
Look, I'm turning my life around. I'm working now.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
My boss is in there. And, I want you to believe me. I'm doing a good job. And he's in there. Would you bring him in just to say hello?
Your boss?
Yeah.
I think the guy's a saint.
Really?
What is it?
Just so you know, thanks to the wonderful reporting of Steve Langford, I do have a dollar figure on what Eric stands to gain.
All right, go ahead.
For Eric's end only, $150,000 to $200,000.
Really?
Wow.
I didn't even know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
How come Steve knows it?
Steve's a reporter.
But it's your money.
I know, but Howard, you think I'm creepy. That's a creepy guy back there.
Steve? I think Steve's your brother. Wow. You don't like Steve?
I would love to do his job for a day, see how I do.
Right. Well, 150 to 200. Can you be trusted with that kind of money? What would you do with that kind of money?
Well, 20,000 of it would go to pay back the people he ripped off.
Yeah.
By the way, when all the money that you took from people, I calculated in my head, it's got to be like 10 or 15 grand. Why did you take all that money and get the operation for your voice?
Because if I got the operation for my voice, I wouldn't be high-pitched Eric and I wouldn't be on the show.
So you don't want to change your voice?
No.
Oh.
You feel your voice is your fame?
Yeah, it's my calling. The prank calls.
Right, that's true. So you want to be on the show so bad, you won't change your voice?
No.
Wow. But you would maybe have a more normal life and be with a regular woman and lose weight.
Really?
Actually, talking about losing weight, my boss, who's here, he's trying to get me on the ABC weight loss show, too.
Oh, the biggest... Oh, ABC weight loss.
They have a new one. They filled out an application for him.
Yeah.
His boss was telling me, I was a little surprised. The boss was telling me, the boss seems like a very normal guy. He said yesterday Eric was hanging drywall. Well, Eric said to me, he goes, I learned how to hang drywall and spackle. And I turned to the boss and I go, really? And he's like, yeah. And he said he hired Eric sort of as a bit of a goof, but Eric turned out to be a good worker.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You're doing construction.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Where is this guy? He's a saint. I'm going to tell him.
And he books me on shows, too. Before he comes in, Bob Levy wrote some stuff down for me that I had to follow every day.
Yeah.
You want to hear what I had to follow?
Sure.
Okay. Do not think you are better or anyone is below you.
Do not think you're better than anyone or that anyone is below you.
Right.
Okay. Bob wrote this down for you.
Right. Don't do things that you might think is wrong, or I have to call him a Chrissy, his wife.
What?
What?
Don't do things that you might think is wrong. or I have to call him a Christine.
I still don't know what he said.
I don't know. How do you follow that rule? I don't understand.
Treat people like you want to be treated.
Right.
Never fight or argue with anyone, especially women.
Well, you just broke that rule.
Yep.
You don't have to kiss you don't have to kiss someone's ass to be someone.
All right.
The Beatles are the best band ever.
Oh,
right.
Stop it.
And also a quote from the best movie ever: "No man is a failure who has friends."
Right. Well, good. Bob's helped you. Bob,
Those are nice things.
Bob, why did you take in Eric into your home? I'm shocked.
We got the call that he was in Penn Station, and it was like the middle of the winter. And my wife got on the phone, and called him and said, "Get down here right now. Get down here somehow, because we have a house big enough to, put him in."
And do you feed him as well?
Yeah, I mean, we've been feeding him good, you know what I mean? And I thought he was going to lose weight since he was working and that. And I put him on the scale the other day just to see, and it came up error.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. I know for a fact. Didn't you go to Taco Bell recently and spend like $20?
Yeah, that was for my lunch.
That was for your lunch.
$20.
What is the? I mean, that's a lot of food for one lunch. What did you?
Well, I had 4 burritos and the steak quesadilla and a large soda.
Wow.
No way. Everything is 69 cents there, Eric. There's no way you had only that.
Well, the burritos I think were like three, so $2.99 each.
Really, that much?
Yeah.
$2.99 a burrito.
Right.
You had 4 of those, and then you had a steak taco.
No, steak quesadilla, which was about like 5 something.
Wow. Well,
No, it's not.
That's all heavy with cheese.
Cheese and meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff to eat there.
But he has been eating good in that.
I have.
And he has been getting texts from that girl, and he showed them to me, and it's been for the last 2 weeks,
Are you getting tired of him living at your house? I mean, this has been a long time.
Well, it looks like, you know what I mean, he's almost, Mark looks like he has a place for him to live by him for like $100 a week.
Now, your name is Mark. You're Eric's boss, right?
Yeah.
And and he's doing construction.
Yeah, he is. He's doing.
And you were nice enough to hire him kind of as a goof to like sweep up and stuff.
Yeah.
And yet you say Eric is starting to succeed as a construction guy.
Definitely.
What has he learned?
I mean, he's everything I tell him to do, he does with no problem. He's got a good spirit. He doesn't complain about picking up trash.
He's one of your better workers.
He is. I actually fired someone Friday to keep him on.
No kidding.
And I put insulation in the wall. I learned how to put drywall up.
And you were able to do this?
Yeah.
In a professional way?
Right.
And you like it.
Surprisingly.
I love it.
Oh, wonderful.
You love
construction. And he wakes up every morning, at 7 o'clock, and he goes, "Bob, coffee's ready," and he's excited to go to work. And I told him, I said, "You fuck me over, I'm the last person you're going to fuck over." And that's it. And you can't learn now. You're never going to learn. Your life has to change right now, or it's over.
And Bob, Mark's a friend of yours, and you hooked him up?
Mark did work in my house, and I got him the job behind me at this big house, right? This really big house. And when Eric was living here, I go, "Can you hook him up with a job so he can, get a job and work?"
Wow.
And he goes, I don't want to be around this guy. I don't know if I could trust him when I hear. I go, "Look, he's not like that. I mean, he just got to be taught to be a responsible person, and it will happen."
Well, look at Bob. Bob is like a saint.
Well, I'm even listening to the things he's written down for Eric. That's kind of new agey.
Yeah, Bob, I think you made a new 10 Commandments for Eric.
Well, you have to follow rules. You
How
can't,
about you following those rules?
Well, I will one day. I mean, I'm better at teaching people than I am at following them.
Eating whipped cream out of a chick's ass on stage. All right, Bob, thank you. It's
Eric,
fascinating. It really is. And I commend
I'm
you.
happy for Eric.
All right, so it seems like things are straightening out somewhat. And what
I
about,
hope so.
and you never paid back Dino?
Well, actually, I'm mailing that money order today. Bob's wife is nice enough to get the money order for me, and I made a copy at Kinko's.
But you still haven't. Dino, how much does Eric owe you?
Hey, Howard. Good morning. Good morning, Robin. It was $750 6 years ago. So right now, I think we're at interest about $11,000.
So how much is that check for?
The money is for $150. I'll mail it when I get back to Bob's this afternoon.
Why are you waiting so long to mail this money?
Because my finances were tough.
All right, so you will mail it today. I mean, why not mail it yesterday? I mean, why are you waiting?
Because I was working yesterday.
I see.
It's going to mail today.
Well, Dino, there's good news. Eric has Dino, listen to me. Eric has a copy of a check he may mail to you at some time.
He may mail.
That's right.
Well, put it this way. Bob Levy had called me up on my honeymoon back in early January and said Eric was sending out checks weekly. It's now 4 weeks later. He hasn't sent the check. He has no intention of sending it.
All right. Well, Dino, let me know if you get it.
All right, you got it, Howard.
Thank you. All right. Dino feels you'll never send the check, Eric. Angel, go ahead. You weren't finished, you say.
Yeah, I don't know what we were talking about or anything. But
I was trying to tell you something, but I forgot.
Yeah, but the same things that Bob is doing and is being successful with, Eric knows that I tried last year as well. And I really...
All right, now, I want you to stop with Eric.
No,
well, Bob just said that you've been texting him.
She started again by calling you.
Excuse me, I got cut off, Eric. I'm finishing a conversation. That's all.
But it's Bob Levy just said that you were texting Eric as late as 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, it stopped.
Yeah, you're a bit obsessed.
No, I'll tell you exactly what had happened, okay? Eric and I had a conversation. The last thing he said is, Angel, I can't get you out of my mind. I don't know what I'm going to do. And that was...
Angel, there's a girl on the phone who claims you had sex with Eric since the benefit.
At a hotel.
Come on, Gina.
You did have sex with her at a hotel?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Don't fucking lie to me.
I'm lying to you about Eric.
At a hotel. We had a short stay for $50.
Who paid for this?
I did.
You paid for a hotel?
I paid for the hotel. You paid for dinner during the summer a few months after the benefit.
When was it, Eric?
After I got evicted from my apartment here in the city.
You know something, Eric? I've already admitted multiple times of having sex with you, but I will not admit this.
Let me find out what this Gina is. Gina, why are you saying this? Gina, how do you know this?
I know it from Eric telling me. And he told me as it was happening, not when it was happening, like he would call me the next day and tell me.
Eric, I want you to look me in the eye now. You're starting a new life. I want honesty right now.
Yeah.
Did you have sex with Angel since the benefit?
Yes, we did. After the benefit.
After the benefit?
Yep.
More than once.
More than once?
That's a lie. That is an out-and-out lie.
Twice?
Twice?
He just said twice.
We went to the Sawmill River Inn or hotel.
If I check the records there.
In Yonkers.
Did you go under your own name?
Yeah, I did. I had to show them my ID. It was 50 for like 3 hours.
Angel?
No, what? In Yonkers? I've never been to a motel.
Yes, you have. Don't lie to me.
I've been to. Okay, fine. I'm lying to you. That's ironic. And what is this? You turned around. Did we have sex on the night that I came into the city too, Eric?
No, but we had sex at that hotel. We had sex at the hotel because you didn't want to tell anyone. You didn't want to tell anyone. You didn't want to let anybody know that we had sex.
This is the ironic thing about it, because the last thing I said to you when you stopped calling me is that I refuse to be in a relationship with anybody that won't let anybody know.
Oh, Howard, she's getting married. Ask her about her getting married.
Are you getting married?
I got married last week.
For money. A marriage of convenience.
For money. Yeah, I did. A marriage of convenience. So what? And it broke your heart, didn't it, Eric?
No, I'm not.
You married a guy for money?
Yes.
It's a scam that she's doing.
Huh?
It's not a scam. It's something that I need to do to support my family. Just like
You're not in love with your husband?
No.
Does he know that?
I'm not in love with... Yes. He doesn't even live with me. And on top of that, let's go there too, Eric. You want to talk about scams? Are you working on or off the books?
I'm not telling you. That's none of your business.
Are you collecting unemployment?
That's none of your business.
Well, then how come my business is your business? Eric, look, we're going to
Angel,
right now.
how about you have every right to throw me under the bus? I have every right to throw you under the bus. And we went to the hotel.
All right. Did you have sex, Eric, with her? I want the truth. You never lie about having sex with a woman.
Yes, I did.
You're telling me, look me in the eye.
Yes.
You swear? I'm Howard Stern, your hero.
Yes.
You're telling me the truth?
At the Sawmill River Hotel in Yonkers.
I wish I was there.
I got evicted from my apartment in June where Joey Boots was living.
Robin, what do you think? This is unbelievable.
I can't believe she obviously is obsessed with Eric.
So, Howard,
Angel, why did you marry a guy if you're not in love with him for money? I understand that, but what's his problem? What is he, a foreigner?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ, this is some web.
I don't know what to say anymore. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm. I admit.
Eric, you're not lying about the sex.
No.
Angel, are you lying about the sex?
No, I'm not. I've admitted to having sex with
You
her
have.
multiple times.
You've been very honest.
So why the hell would I lie now?
So why is Eric lying? He wants to look like a big man?
But look,
I'm not lying about the sex.
Okay, Eric, can I ask you a question?
Well, how many times did you enter her?
Hold on.
How many times did you have sex with her? How many times?
Since after the bed for twice.
Twice? You put it inside of her?
We've only had sex twice, Eric?
After the benefit, yes, but before the benefit,
we didn't.
Before the benefit, we had sex so many times before the benefit.
How many times, Eric? Like about 10 times before the benefit, correct?
Probably like 11 to 14 times.
Whatever. See, I don't count that much. All right.
Wow, I can't imagine how disgusting that was.
Yeah, well, we had a relationship that went on. And Eric, can I ask you a question seriously, without arguing right now? Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Howard, can you hang up on her?
I'm so fascinated.
All right, one last question and that's it.
Fine, one last question.
Okay, Eric, you're done with me, and I'm never going to hear from you again, and anything you told me the last time you talked to me was a lie, right?
I'm waiting to ask.
That's the question.
I don't even understand the question.
What did he say to you the last time he talked to you?
He told me he can't get me out of his head, and he loves me.
You said that before.
He'll never do anything to hurt me. He would never do anything to hurt me.
That's a lie. I never said that.
You said you would do something to her.
Okay, then you will be. Okay,
You said you never said to her you can't get her out of your head and you're in love with her. You never said all these things.
Are you in love with her?
Tell me you love me. You want? Okay, you know something, Howard? I'm about to go in my office. I am going to be faxing you a letter that he wrote to me.
Are you in love with her or not?
Am I in love with her? No, not anymore.
You were.
When did that end, Eric?
When you started being an asshole to me.
When did I start being an asshole to you, Eric? Was this before or after you had me come in the city and paid me $40 for gasoline because you wanted to see me?
I was being nice to you, that's why.
You were being nice to me, so you didn't love me then, right? Or you didn't turn around just on this.
If you would give him sex again, he'll love you.
Oh, I wasn't giving him sex.
He wants it back.
In January. Oh, he can have his sex back. Let him have it back.
All right, I'll tell you something. When I got evicted from my apartment here in June, remember I was living at the park?
Yes.
Okay, so
you were living in a park, yep.
So in July, late July, I wasn't talking to her for a few weeks in July.
It's unbelievable that you even have a personal life.
Look at this. I mean,
women are fighting over you.
I'm not denying.
Howard, I was not talking for a few weeks in July. We had a huge fight, and then just a few weeks ago, after the fight we had, she sent me an instant message on AOL and asked if I wanted to get together with her and meet her in White Plains.
Right.
She paid for dinner in Yonkers and an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet.
Oh, that must have been so gross watching you eat.
After the Chinese buffet, that's when we went to that hotel. We were going to see a movie. Then we decided, okay, let's go to a hotel.
Right, you had to have each other.
We went to the hotel, and that's where we had the sex.
And she got naked in front of you.
We both got naked.
Both got nude in the bed.
Yes. After the sex.
And did you give her cunnilingus?
After the sex, we got into a shower together too.
Wow. Is he making?
We have showered together in the past, but that's not true. That whole story is not true.
Yes, it is. Don't lie.
It's not true. I'm lying, Eric?
Yes, you are.
Excuse me. What? I'm lying, right? I'm the one that.
It was on a Thursday night.
You were out on the street.
All right, listen, Robin. I'll never get to the bottom of this. It's fascinating.
You know, we should have a podcast where we can put them on.
Yeah, I would listen to this all day, but I don't know if anybody else watches. I mean, wow, Eric, you've blown the lid off everything.
Yes, Eric. Congratulations.
I don't know what to believe. I want to believe that you and Angel had sex recently.
You should. You have to.
Yeah, I don't know why Angel would lie about it. Is she embarrassed?
Okay, I've admitted to it a million times.
She must be embarrassed to say that she went to the hotel, because she said, don't tell anyone.
Oh, she said don't tell anyone.
Right.
Oh.
Excuse me. Why would I be on the air right now admitting to everybody?
All right, are you two going to leave each other alone?
Yes. You're never going to leave me alone. You will? You promise?
Have I left you alone for the last few weeks?
Since January 9th, yeah, when you turned around and told me you'd call me back and everything, and then...
All right, Angel, don't take his calls. Hang up.
No problem.
All right, thank you. This is turning into a mess.
Wow.
It's always been a mess, and it always will be the mess. And, Eric, you know something? The one thing I will say, congratulations. Keep up the good work. Keep working, and it will turn your life around. I hope people see you for who you really are and not this character that you made. And you really are a nice person when you put the bullshit aside.
Do you ever think of him like you want to have sex with him again?
No, I don't think of anybody like that, Howard.
You don't miss it?
The part I miss about Eric, and this is the God's honest truth, is that when he was staying at my house for a little while, he was very conscientious. He was good with my kids. He kept the house clean, and he was very helpful at all.
All right. Thank you, Angel. All right, Eric, that's a very nice way to end this.
What do you do, Eric? You hypnotize this man. They can't live without you.
Who knew?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Angel.
You're welcome. Take care.
Yes. Wow. Who the hell would ever figure you have any kind of life with anybody? This is exciting for you that you even have a girl who's like fighting with you. Right?
Yeah.
Good for you. You're like a chubby Hugh Hefner.
I'm telling you the truth.
You did have sex, huh?
Yes, I did.
Well, yeah, why would you lie about that?
Well, I can see why a guy would lie about it.
Because that night when we went to the hotel, she didn't want to tell anyone. She didn't want to let anybody know.
Well, I could imagine why. I mean, look at you.
She'd be too embarrassed.
Of course. I'd be embarrassed if I was a woman. You could understand that, right?
What, have a sex with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
No, of course. If I was a woman, I wouldn't even admit to having sex with me. Imagine you. All right, listen, Mark, congratulations on being such a nice guy and giving Eric a chance.
I hope
like
there
that.
is a new Eric, because Eric's been going down the wrong road for a long
He's
time.
trying to get me on that weight loss show on ABC.
All right, that's a good idea, because something's got to motivate you.
You think that Eric could really be disciplined enough to lose weight?
No.
Okay.
And Eric... maybe if they offered him enough money, he could do it.
You think?
Yeah. Money has a strange motivator. Also, I don't know what's going on with you and your sister in this will. I can't make heads or tails out of it. I mean, I hope you get some money. But who knows? Maybe your mommy didn't really want you to have any money. Maybe she felt you were irresponsible or something. Something went down. The mother said, Eric knows.
Well, I don't know.
Well, you better start searching your memory.
Yeah.
Because it's in there somewhere.
It's lonely in there.
I keep thinking, but nothing happened.
What is it, Irish John?
Hey, Howard. Hey, Eric's sister is just being greedy. The mother changed her will 2 months before she died, so she wasn't in her right mind.
Well, you don't know that. Irish John,
it just was a recent change. That's what you know.
Could be.
My mother died of cancer. I know from experience. Your motor skills go, your mind goes.
Now,
and his sister put those papers in
I
front
think
of
there's
him.
a lot of history. You don't know Eric's sister. You shouldn't really say that.
Well, I
Thank
know
you. She might have a different point of view.
Right. But if he is aware that it was a recent change, then that's an actual fact. But you don't know those other things.
Well, Nick, you have the last word with high-pitched Eric.
Yeah, thanks, Howard. If anything, get Eric on a lie detector test. Get Ed Torrey in there, get him hooked up, and get him some questions. And just do it that way. Then you can find out if he's lying or telling the fucking truth. Bottom line.
Well, you got to love this whole saga.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, it's great radio. No,
I was gonna hook Eric up to a lie detector, but Ed Torian refuses to touch Eric. So how are we supposed to do it?
You can't blame Ed for that.
Right.
You can't blame Ed for that. But.
Well, I like that you're living at Bob Levy's, and that Bob hooked you up with Mark, and Mark gave you a job. This I like.
And I'm also doing comedy shows because he books comedy
That's
shows.
right. A High Pitch is going to be with Bob and Shuli and Beetlejuice this Friday night at the Chambers Hill Fire Company in Harrisburg, and Saturday night at the Fearless Fire Company in Allentown. And if you need some kind of info on that, RevBobLevy.com will help you out. Eric, we've learned nothing. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what to tell you with your sister. I don't know what to tell you with this angel.
Do you have a lawyer?
Yeah.
You do?
You didn't seem so clear on that.
No, I do have a lawyer.
You have a lawyer, and he feels confident you'll be able to get the money.
Yeah.
He does?
Yes.
And when are you scheduled to go to court?
Not for a while.
I see. It's going to take some time. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Eric, you've done it again. You've confused everyone. And that's what you do.
But I came in to talk about the will.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah,
why do you look like you're on the verge of
anything
tears?
about the
What is going
I'm not
on?
on the verge of tears.
You look like you're going to cry.
No.
You should be happy. You just got a lot of airtime.
I am happy because, I love when I come here and see you because you're the man.
Thank you.
And Robin, I love you too.
Well, we love you, Eric, and we've been worried about you. I'm glad that you're doing well now.
Right. And I'm glad you didn't change your voice, because you're right. Who the hell would have you on the show?
Yeah, he'd be sitting at home listening.
Low pitch, Eric.
I can do a low pitch voice.
Yeah. Well, you're a new... I know you can. He can speak in a lower voice.
Yeah, it just doesn't
You
stay
want to hear
there.
it real quick?
Yeah.
Hello, Robin. It's Howard.
Yeah. And maybe you ought to use that voice on the construction site. I'm sure guys will make fun of you otherwise.
No, I use my real voice at the construction
You
site.
do. Do the other workers get along with him?
Yeah, except yesterday he took his clothes off for some reason.
Why? What are you doing?
Just to be funny.
To be funny. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you something, and Mark's going to agree with me, I bet. Don't be funny at the job.
Okay.
Try to be serious, right?
Yeah, it
You're
wasn't funny.
Yeah, you're at a private home. You're doing construction.
Yeah, anybody could walk through there.
Nobody wants to see you nude.
Okay.
It's not funny.
All right.
You want to be funny? Be funny outside of work.
Okay.
When you're at work, no funny.
That's another thing Bob Levy should write down.
Write that down.
Because work is serious.
Work is serious, and don't be naked on the job.
Okay.
Because it's disgusting.
All right.
Do you have a cousin named Corey?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
He's on the phone. He says he knows something. You want to talk to him?
No, I don't.
Let's talk to him. Let's see what he has to say. What is it, Corey?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, Corey, what's up?
Eric, you don't want to talk to me?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I've been told Howard you don't want to put me on.
I don't know. I didn't know what
You must be afraid of what you're going to say.
Yeah, it looks like it, right?
So you must know why Eric's mother left him out of the will.
Honestly, I don't. I don't know anything specific, but she was a really good woman. That's what I wanted to say. You know, you guys.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are saying. I was at the funeral. I saw Eric there. He was upset. You know, I mean, who wasn't upset? She was a really good woman.
Well, so you don't have any insight into this.
I don't know. Nothing that.
You think Eric's mother wanted him in the will? Do you think that this was the act of a woman who was, sort of out of her mind at that point?
No, I don't think she was out of her mind.
Right. So you think you think these were her wishes?
I don't know. Yeah, probably. I mean, you know what I mean? Well, why would she leave him out if it wasn't her wishes?
Well, do you know what Eric's relationship was with his mother? Did he see her?
I had a great relationship with her here and there.
Well,
I'm asking Corey.
Well, here's the thing, Robin. I'm related to Eric through his mother's brother. This guy Artie, who's the only brother of Eric's mother, Lori, and I'm Artie's nephew, who actually was just.
All right. So what do you know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't need the whole family tree. All right. Listen, Corey, I'm getting out of this. Thanks, Corey.
All right.
I appreciate it. All right. Eric, I don't. Nobody seems to know anything. All right, Eric. I wish you luck or something. I hope.
Do you think he can break the will?
Do I think he can break the will? I'd have to see the will. Because I, of course, have a law background. And I know what I'm talking about every minute. But, yes, I mean, we would have to examine the evidence. You know.
And what about that paper that he claims he didn't know what he was signing when he said he would not contest?
Oh, I could believe he didn't know what he was signing. That I believe.
I didn't know they were signing.
Of course you didn't. I don't think you know what day it is.
What day is it, Eric?
All I know he'll end up at Taco Bell today eating through half the menu.
Today is January 27th.
How many calories did Eric eat? We figured it out just in that one meal.
How many calories do you think?
I don't know. I know it was $28 worth of tacos.
$28 worth that he ate on his own?
Yes.
Wow.
Do you want the numbers?
Yeah.
It was 2,840 calories, 100 grams of fat, and 7,000 grams of salt.
Oh, my goodness.
Should I go on the scale real quick, see how much you weigh?
Yeah, go ahead. Go stand on the scale. I'll weigh you. And then I got to take a break, Eric. I can't do this all morning. Get up there and weigh yourself. He looks as big. I've never seen anything like it. It's wild. It's wild. Go ahead. Talking to that mic.
All right, I'm on the scale right now.
Oh, let me see.
Wow,
what do you think you weigh?
Like 320?
You weigh 343 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It's time for me to lose some weight.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Before I was 350, I knew I was 350.
Right.
I lost some weight.
344 you weigh now.
All right.
Yeah, I guess you build up a hunger when you work.
You step on my shoes. All right.
You're not stepping on it.
Not now, no.
344 is what you weigh.
All right.
All right. Thank you, High Pitch. And Mark, God bless you. You're doing a good thing. You're a good man. I don't know who the hell. Bob Levy's a saint, and you're a saint.
Who knew that Bob was a saint?
I would take this guy, throw him right out in the street.
Don't forget your papers, Eric.
Yeah. Oh, he's back down on the couch.
Sitting down.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to haul Eric out of here. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate your appearance, and I wish you luck with your court case.
Thank you.
Eric, so, sounds like someone's lying. I don't know if it's you or Angel.
It's Angel. Why would I lie about having sex in the hotel? Why would I lie about that?
I don't know.
She's the one lying because she told me she didn't want to tell anyone.
So are you done with her?
I'm done with her. She's done with me.
Now, what's going to happen with your mother's will? What are you going to do if you get the money?
I'm going to invest it somewhere.
You're going to be smart with it?
I'm going to be very smart with it.
Now, are you going to pay back any of the people that you owe money?
If I get the money, yes.
Well, what's first, paying back the people or investing?
Paying back the people, then investing.
All right, so you got your head straight. You know what you're going to do with it?
Yeah.
So you think you're going to get it?
Yeah. No, hopefully.
All right.
All right?
Good luck with that, man.
Thank you.
Going on and on. It was quite entertaining, but I could feel his pain. He was talking about some characters, the Burrito Brothers or the...
What's the Burrito Brothers?
I guess Bubba's in a market. You know, they syndicate his show at a couple of markets in Florida and some other places. And he's #1 in Tampa, and I guess in other places as well. But there's one market where there's these burrito... A Spanish team, not the Burrito Brothers. Did anybody hear Bubba's show yesterday beside me? The the burritos.
There was some kind of food.
He was screaming about the Burrito Brothers. Ronnie, what was the name of that morning show that he's freaking out about?
I don't know. He calls it something, the Burrito Brothers, but it's somebody...
What does he call it?
Jimenez or something is the guy. He used to be here in New York.
Oh, but what is the name of the show that he calls it? What is it was Burrito something?
The Burrito Brothers.
Was it Burrito Brothers?
Yeah, some shit like that.
No, it was a funnier name than Burrito Brothers. Because I remember the Flying Burrito Brothers, but I can't think of it. But if you think of it, let me know.
All right.
So, Bubba was screaming that this Spanish burrito show.
By the way, it's in Fort Myers.
Fort Myers, right. So I guess, what is that, you over there?
Yeah, I just had to start up my computer.
What's with you in that computer during the show? You never, all the years I knew you, you never used a computer.
Well, I have one now, and
Wow.
I use it. This is where I get the news.
You're very busy with it. I hate it.
I'm listening to you, Burrito Brothers.
Well, Bubba is flipping out, and I said, boy, I don't miss that at all, because what happened evidently He was number 1, and suddenly the burrito guy was number 1, and Bubba's number 4.
Oh.
And 25 to 34, 25 to 54, 18 to 34. You know, they were spewing out the numbers there, and I was like... And really, he's saying that the rating service, how could the Spanish guy, he says, there's more white and black people in the market that speak English.
And English-speaking people,
how did this Spanish guy suddenly get, to be number 1? So, I don't know. It was just funny to listen to, and it brought me back to the horror of terrestrial radio. And good Lord, it was funny as hell. But that's my point. I believe Sirius does need broadcasters, guys who have actually been in terrestrial radio, who had to earn ratings, who understand what this medium is. You know, the other thing I love, too, is that they now call it terrestrial radio. You know,
that was a word that didn't exist.
Never existed until there was satellite radio. It was a radio. And these guys who are on terrestrial radio, the owners, they all call themselves terrestrial radio. It's a huge victory for satellite. They should just call themselves radio.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even say terrestrial radio. That should be a curse word that you can't even say.
They fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
They fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Now they're just terrestrial radio, and now there's satellite radio. And it's beautiful. It's music to my ears.
Well, you know what? I was talking to 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄 yesterday. I had lunch with him.
No, good luck.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. No. I love Tom. Go ahead. Yeah.
Tom.
It's just a little boring sometimes. Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
And he had an interesting take on, all of these rumors that you're going back to terrestrial radio that keep floating around in the press, because it's been happening for months. He said, well, don't you think it behooves the people in radio to keep that rumor alive with nothing going on, to make it look like something possibly will happen?
Well, a very smart thing, too, would be, hey, wait a second. Let's say Howard Stern is coming to terrestrial radio, and that'll jack up his price if he negotiates with satellite radio. That could also be the other.
All of that. But it also looks like, because he has said it, radio is dying.
Here's the bottom line.
And it looks like nothing is going on, and nothing can save it.
Here's the bottom line. For all the theories that are out there, here's exactly what's going on. I have been approached by terrestrial radio companies, very big companies, and not so big companies, but mostly big ones, and there's not a lot of them, about returning to terrestrial radio. It started happening within a year of me being here. And their point of view is that radio has taken a huge hit. Radio has taken a huge hit. Come back and do your thing. These conversations now have escalated because I have a year left in my contract. Let me just clear it all up. I've been contacted, and yes, people have approached me to go back. And as of right now, I can't imagine going back to that situation. I can't even comprehend it. But the offers are out there. And it's very comforting to me because in the 4 years that we've been here, I've seen radio decay. There's not a lot of good performers. There's not a lot of people who can attract a big audience. And quite frankly, radio isn't all that exciting anymore. And all of these guys that have had conversations admit that. And that's a healthy thing to admit. And they come to me and they say, listen, radio lost a lot when you left. And it's very flattering, and I'm very honored, and I like it. I like the attention, to be quite honest with you. But the thought of actually going to terrestrial radio is not on my radar at all. It would be a huge transition. And a lot of people do point out that Bubba was on satellite radio and then now has gone back to terrestrial and done very well. But Do I want to deal with that at this point in my life? I don't think so.
Yeah, but, Bubba didn't prefer to go back to terrestrial radio.
Right. Bubba wanted to just, do his thing here, and unfortunately it didn't work out that way. But he's doing a terrific show on terrestrial radio, and I'm proud to be broadcasting it on our channels. But nevertheless, he didn't want to go back. It was an economic decision for him and his guys. So, there's been tons of reports. I haven't played any of them for you, but here's a couple. Like it's very funny. But it's the reports are now that I am going to terrestrial radio, that it's a done deal, that I've decided to go. I haven't decided to do anything.
Well, that's my point. These are the kinds of stories that are being floated by terrestrial radio.
Right. Yeah, I have nothing to do with this. And quite frankly, I'm not even sure I want to be back on satellite radio. But I'll tell you,
everybody's ignoring that.
Yeah, I mean, the first place.
You're going somewhere.
But if I'm going to talk to someone about continuing this saga, I would talk to satellite first, because I like it here and I like the people I work with. Here is someone named Lisa G to bring us the Howard 100 News Update. What's going on in the world of the Howard Stern Show? Lisa G. What do you have for us? Yes, Lisa?
Hello, Howard.
Hello.
By the way, we have to talk about something that happened in the bathroom yesterday.
Uh-oh. Did it involve Richard?
Or did it involve Robin and pooping? Or?
It didn't involve me and pooping, but it involved pooping.
Oh, I heard somebody shit on the floor of the bathroom?
Yeah.
What was that about?
I only know that somebody walked in and found a turd next to the stool.
In the girls' room?
In the bathroom out there in the hall, our guest bathroom.
No. What?
Yeah. And they called Tracy in to take a look at it.
Tracy, look at this.
Is it still around? Maybe we could do a DNA test.
I would love to do a DNA. I'd love to know who shit on the floor.
Right. I would too. Everybody would.
Was it fake shit to freak you out?
No, it was real, apparently.
Did you hear about this, Lisa G?
A little bit.
No news story?
Yeah,
No one's
I'm not
tracking
working
it down?
on it. Someone else's.
When did this happen?
Yesterday, I think.
How do I not know about this?
It was on the news.
It was on Howard 100 News?
Yeah.
I must have missed that report.
Man. Maybe it was Ozzy.
That's what I'm saying. Because Tracy, they call her in and she's like, I don't want to clean it up. I'm not a mom. I'm not a...
This was about like maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock or something, and all of a sudden Tracy comes up the hallway and goes, someone just left shit on the floor.
Okay, wait a second. Here's how we can figure it out.
Well, she already has suspects.
First of all, it's got to be someone on our staff. Who beside our staff uses that bathroom?
I don't know, but I don't even want to say who she thinks it is.
Oh, she was so funny because she's like, I work with children.
I could write it down if you want.
Write it down.
Is it a regular here or a guest?
A regular.
A regular?
Yeah, well, it was 1:30 in the afternoon or something.
Well, the entire Howard TV crew was here all day yesterday. I know that.
Miss Howard TV was here. Miss
Howard TV.
They were shooting her.
Right.
You don't think it was her?
But there's a lot.
You think it was Miss Howard TV?
There's a couple of people who use the bathroom here, Howard.
Who don't work here?
On the staff?
No, they work here, but they're not part. They're not part of our
like
group.
Who?
Like who?
I can't say.
Who? Scott Greenstein?
Is one of them.
You think he shit on the floor?
No, you don't think Scott shit on the floor.
No. I'm just saying that there's people that come in and out that we don't know about. Like Ross uses it also.
Oh, I can believe Ross would shit on the floor.
No, he wouldn't. That guy's got a. He's a germaphobe.
Right. Well, JD says they think it's Tim Sabian.
No. Get out.
Yeah.
Now, why would he do that?
That's funny.
Why would Tim shit on the floor?
Yeah.
You're
saying it was an accident?
He might have had an accident. Why do they think it's Tim Sabian?
Is it possible
Apparently, he has like these.
What?
He has what?
He has these explosive shits.
Yeah,
you know this?
I've heard about. Okay, here's what I know. He started. This is going months and months back. I heard he started doing Robin's diet. Right. I heard that he went for his first coffee enema.
Right.
I heard he came back here and practically broke down doors to get to the bathroom. So I think that there's something going on with the diet. That
well, I just got a note here. Tim has left a mess on the bowl.
Are you insane?
Tim, it said here in a note. I don't know who put it up. Tim has left a mess in the bowl before.
No. Are you insane? It's not me. I didn't see it, so I'm only the messenger.
No? He's the messenger, Tim. Tim laughed.
He's mad.
You don't want to be accused. Now, let me bring in a reporter who is working on this story. Go ahead, Will. What did you want to say?
No, I was just going to say that I did follow Tim in one time into the bathroom after he started the green drinks, and it looked like a Jackson Pollock in there. Like it was.
But doesn't he flush?
Well, I think it was just because it was very liquidy when you first start that diet or something.
But I mean, if that happened to me, I would literally take a tissue and wipe it down.
Yeah, but it was like under the toilet seat.
Wow.
Like I don't even know how it got under there, but I don't know.
I've started to see some of that. You know, the bathroom needs to be cleaned like 3 times a day now.
Right.
And the other thing, like, I'm surprised Tracy didn't call me, because she called me about 2 months ago. She was freaking out because she started finding pubic hairs on the toilet seat. She thought that was disgusting.
That is disgusting.
But this is a full turd.
This turd was on the floor, not in the bowl.
On the floor.
All right, now you're going to hear from Steve Langford, who evidently has been covering this. Yeah. Go ahead, Steve. What do you know?
We cover everything.
Right.
At about 3:30 yesterday afternoon, I went into the bathroom.
Go ahead.
And I noticed something on the floor.
Turd. Now, no one had called you.
I thought it was. Nobody called. No, I was simply going to the bathroom.
Okay.
And I see this, so I got Brad Driver, the news director. I said, "Is this
a story?"
I said, "No." I think it's a story regardless. But I think do you think it is what I think it is? And he agreed.
Could it be Lisa G? She's a known shitter at work.
Lisa was not here.
All right, fair enough.
So I went and found Tracy, because I thought Tracy, A, should know, and B, is the best soundbite in the business.
Right.
And sure enough, she delivered big time.
Where is the soundbite?
We have the story. Brad is back. I don't know. They're trying to pull it.
Let me ask you this. Isn't this a easy story to sort of figure out the timeline? There's got to be a person here who used that bathroom when it was clean at some point in the afternoon.
Right.
Then what we do is we backtrack.
Well, plus there may be surveillance tape of the hall.
Yeah, we have, Howard, this is a great thing about this place that we never had.
Right.
We have cameras, because that's how we found out who was touching the cupcakes.
And who was touching the cupcakes?
Ross.
Okay. I am authorizing the news department to go to a full blast investigation.
Absolutely.
I want all resources directed toward this story. This is big.
Absolutely.
In my world, this is big.
And mine too.
Okay.
Are you saying there's already cameras that have filmed people going into and out of the bathroom?
Robin, yes. I never wanted to tell you this. But you are photographed when you're going to the bathroom. Just walking in the door, not while you're actually shitting.
There's a camera in that hallway that would tell us who comes. We can cut down the time.
All right.
Now, here's what we're going to do. In other words, at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or something, the bathroom was clean.
Right.
So sometime between 11 and 3, the shitting occurred.
Right.
Now we're going to go back and look at the tapes and narrow it down to the 3 or 4 people we see there going into the bathroom. I like it. I want full authorization. And Ronnie, as chief of security...
I can have him run the tape right
Hold
now.
on one second. Why is your mic not working?
He's number 3.
How would I know? Go ahead.
I can have him run the tape right now.
What are you saying?
Give me a timeline. I can go have him run it right now.
You're saying right now you could run
Right now I can go have him run it.
Noon to 3.
What time were you?
3?
Do you know the time you were in the bathroom?
It was about 3:30. So
3:30. So,
I would say between 1:30 and 3:30 would be the time to look.
But we have to figure out who last saw the place clean.
But Howard, I could tell you
it was clean before I left, but I left at around 11.
You left at 11. You were in that bathroom.
We left at 12.
Did you see the bathroom at 12?
It was clean because I went in there right before we left.
You did?
Yeah.
All right.
How do we know you're not lying and you were the guy who shit?
No, I didn't shit. I pissed.
How do we know?
I'm just telling you. You got to take my word.
You sure you didn't shit on the floor?
I'm positive.
Ronnie's kind of old. He might not have control.
First of all, I don't shit here. I won't shit.
All right.
I only shit in my own bathroom.
I'm going to trust you.
Okay.
So for between noon, Robin, and 3:30,
the
shitting occurred.
Yes, Scott, what do you have to say?
Scott, do you want to confess?
No,
Go ahead.
I was in there just about 5 of 1. I left. I went to the bathroom and it was clean at 1 o'clock.
All right. So
how do we know you're not lying?
You don't.
If I was the guilty party, I would come in and say, I was in the bathroom at 5 of 1 and it was clean. Meanwhile, you could have shit right then at 5 of 1. I'm not trusting you.
I'm trying.
So it's not between 1 and 3:30.
Well, if you trust Scott.
Do you want to look at the tape, find out who all went in there, and then do a lie detector test?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Ed Torian?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what I want. Ronnie,
I'm going to
go look at the tape.
Unless somebody wants to fess up.
And I may have been in there after 1 o'clock.
that bathroom, too. Well,
I may have been in there, but I did not.
You did not shit on the floor. I know that. No. You're part of the news department. The news department would never shit on the floor.
Do you have any speculation as to who it was at this time?
I haven't a clue, but there
How
was
big
a
was
Howard TV shoot going on here yesterday afternoon. Was there not?
Right. Yes, there was. How big was the duty?
Oh, it was a tiny little ball of excrement.
Right. And how do you figure? Because you're a reporter.
It got there.
How do you figure it got there? Do you think? Obviously, no one shat on the floor. I mean, if it's a little ball, what do you think? How did it get there? I mean, was the bowl clean?
The bowl was clean.
Right.
Yes.
And the seat was clean.
Seat was clean.
How do you know it wasn't mud from a shoe?
Well, I looked at it. Tracy looked at it. Brad Driver looked at it. We
had enough
we
witnesses.
concluded.
Yeah.
Does Steve know the exact spot? Like, even though it might have been cleaned up, maybe we can swab it, the floor, and get a small sample.
Did it smell?
I didn't get that close.
Right.
Nor did I taste it.
Jeez.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
You know, Howard TV, whenever they do these shoots with Miss Howard TV, they get a bunch of pizzas. So maybe somebody from Howard TV had an upset stomach.
Chances are it is someone from
the
Howard
pizzas.
TV. I hate to say it.
Howard, we have a no shit rule in that bathroom, and everyone is saying that no one's shitting there yesterday.
Somebody
It could have been
shitted.
Miss Howard TV, though. We haven't ruled her out.
I can't imagine that demure young lady.
Metal studs in her ass.
Wow.
Can we lie detector her, too?
Absolutely. Nude. All right. Thank you for that report, Lisa G. Steve Langford, thank you. And Richard, thank you.
Thank you.
Howard TV is now claiming that Booey went through empty pizza boxes in the garbage can looking for a slice of pizza yesterday.
Stop it.
That's right. I thought he's on a diet.
Gary, is that true? You're going through the garbage?
I was hungry, though. I needed food. Yeah, like everybody squeals on everyone else.
Well,
I hear it all.
now it's a free-for-all.
Is it true you went through the garbage looking through pizza?
No,
looking for
I
pizza?
mean, I walked by, I saw a pizza box, I opened it up, and I closed it. I wasn't going through the garbage.
The report was you were going through the garbage looking for pizza.
Like I was have my head in the garbage.
Wow.
I went to the bathroom. I went to see there's a bunch of pizza boxes. I opened one up and I lifted it and I shut it.
All right. That's the report I got.
Well, yeah, you know. I mean, I wasn't like I didn't go into a garbage pail, or I didn't have my head in the garbage.
All right. Joe Jordan from Howard TV saw Gary looking through the pizza boxes, and he's here to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, basically Gary told the story, but I saw him rummage through the boxes there.
No, Joe, you saw me open a box, right?
Well, I saw you look through the box, then you saw me and turned around.
Gary, in other words, he's saying it wasn't so casual. You were really looking for pizza.
You know what? It's probably out of habit. I opened the box because I used to look for pizza, but I didn't like go into a garbage. Like,
Why are you opening the box in the garbage?
Hold on.
There was
Wasn't
four
the garbage
boxes
right
stacked
outside-
right next to
Hold
the
on.
garbage can.
Right outside the bathroom, there were like 6 boxes, and I just opened it and shut it. And I didn't see him or
these
anything.
weren't boxes sitting on a counter. These were boxes sitting on the floor to be thrown away.
They were stacked.
They were sitting on top of a stack of other boxes. They weren't in a garbage pail.
We usually keep the pizza on the ledge where they put the cupcakes.
Yeah.
And when it was gone, we put the empty boxes by the garbage can.
Right.
So
Gary-
he was rummaging through the boxes by the garbage can.
He was rummaging through the empty boxes.
Whatever.
You were rummaging through the boxes.
Yes, right. Rummaging through the box is guilty. I'm a garbage picker.
And he turned around real quick when I saw him.
I didn't even see Joe. I swear to God, I didn't even see you.
Okay, just my account of things.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Admitted also you saw Gary defecating in the bathroom.
I didn't see that.
So here's a funny thing. I was in the bathroom. I think I was in the bathroom yesterday around 3, but I can't remember. But like, I don't remember. I don't know if I saw anything.
Maybe you did it.
Maybe
it was
you're the
accidental.
culprit.
I haven't dutied in that bathroom in a couple of weeks.
Oh, there's Sal dressed as Gary looking through the garbage for food, and he's eating actual garbage.
Isn't it funny that Sal, the funniest Sal is now is in silent movies?
Yeah. There's Gary eating out of a garbage pail. And now the garbage, he's buried in the garbage pail.
You know, I don't know why someone. So cleaned...
Gary ate food from the garbage and then shit on the floor.
Guilty.
I don't know why this shit was cleaned so quick, because I actually saw it when Steve went in there, when Langford went in there, and it was actually, you can actually see it was hardened. You could see like sort of a footprint.
Wow.
As well.
Ooh.
That's evidence.
So there could have been a forensic test there with footprints.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Evidence was gotten rid of very fast.
So you think Tim Sabian shit on the floor?
No, listen. Wasn't who I thought. I was just passing along who other people thought, and I didn't want to say it on the air, so I wrote it down. But then Howard just went and blasted. So whatever. I was just giving him who people thought. So that's all. I didn't see it, so I can't say anything.
Who do you think around here would shit on the bathroom floor?
Sal, Richard, Scott might, Jason, Will. Who wouldn't?
Pretty much anyone here.
Yeah, who wouldn't shit on the floor around here? We're all animals.
Why do they think it's you?
Please.
Why? Well, so you experienced this before?
Yeah, I think I just lost my job, though, so, I don't know. Probably not a good idea to trash your boss on the air like that, but it's all in good fun. I love the guy.
You think it's him again?
I don't know. Shitting on the floor is different than getting it all over the bowl, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's at least sitting on the toilet and shitting. This is like a whole thing, so I don't know. Shitting on the floor, that's like an angry act. I think Tim loves the company, so I'm not sure.
Do you think there's anyone else here that would be angry and shit on the floor?
I'm going with 𝗦𝘁𝗿𝗍𝗍, and probably thinks it's like some kind of liberal conspiracy to use toilets, so he's decided he's just gonna, do it on the floor. So that's my best guess.
Who do you think crapped on the floor?
I have no idea, but when Howard, this is the first I'm hearing of it, when they were just talking about it on the radio show. That is disgusting. That makes my stomach fucking turn. I mean, shitting on the floor, leaving shit on the floor, it's just gross. It could have been a lot of people. A lot of people brought up Tim's name. I won't put that past him. I know Steve Langford shits in our bathroom a lot. There's a few other guys here that shit a lot, but I gotta tell you, between you and me, the guy running the teleprompter yesterday for Howard TV practically pushed me out of the way to get to the bathroom yesterday. I ended up going to use the bathroom in the lobby. I was just taking a piss, by the way, in case anyone wants to know every detail. But he's like, "Oh, dude, you're gonna use that? You're gonna use that?" I'm like, No, go ahead. I'll go to the other bathroom. So I don't know who ran teleprompter for yesterday. It looked familiar. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head, but
Ted?
Ted? Yeah, looking at Ted. Just saying. Ted, hate to throw you under the bus, but he was wearing a 𝗦𝘁𝗍𝗿𝗍 t-shirt yesterday. Very very hip. Thank you. Looking to him. Thank you.
Did you shit in there?
I did not shit in there. I have a really hard time with away games, and it takes a lot for me to have to go to the bathroom at work. It definitely wasn't me. I would be on camera running there to use the bathroom, but I was in there for 30 seconds. If you watch on tape, I'm in and out. Back to do my job.
Brian Fallon.
Yes?
Who do you think shit on the floor?
That's a good question. A lot of shitters here. John Hine is definitely a culprit. That guy shits constantly. Big, smelly, sticky shits, sometimes hairy.
Well, I can tell you it wasn't me, because I never, ever, ever take a crap in there. I always go out in the hallway for this specific reason, just in case anything ever came down. So now that you've eliminated me from the equation, I'd say it's got to be Phelan. Just look at the guy. He's a slob. Goes camping all the time. Not very considerate of others. I saw him throw me under the bus. I vote for Phelan.
I have no idea. I mean, there were so many people here yesterday, including the TV crew,
So there was a lot more people than normal, so it's really hard to figure it out. I don't know who... I think it just was probably... They didn't even know. Like, how do you miss the bowl and do it on the floor? I mean, that's impossible. I'd say it was like they thought they had gas and it probably just came out and...
Rolled down their pant leg?
Rolled down their leg and just landed on the floor and they had no clue.
Now,
it could have been me. I was in there. I don't know. I don't remember having gas.
Do you think... If you would have to pick one person here, who would you pick?
Well,
that would shit on the floor.
It's obvious. Well, there's two. It's a choice between Sal or Richard. That's what I would say. But don't put that on me.
What? Sal, who do you think shit on the floor?
Gary. What monkey doesn't fling shit? Are you kidding me? The fact that he can get it in the bowl, that alone is a shocker. It's definitely Gary.
I think you did.
Why?
'Cause you got a shit-eating grin in your face right now. You're smiling. You're too scared to turn that camera around and face your own face because you're laughing and you know that you're the guilty party.
I don't shit here.
Well, prove it. Prove that you don't shit here.
Well, when they see the videotape, they'll say that I'm not in that bathroom for more than 2 minutes.
Well, were you here in the afternoon?
I was. I was in the studio like probably 90% of the time, though.
I don't know. That shit-eating grin tells me that there's a lot of shitting going on with you.
Well, first of all, I want to know that it's definitely crap. I didn't see it. Did you see it?
I didn't.
So, I mean, it could be, it could be dirt, it could be something else. Assuming it's crap, I don't know. It could be, now someone else could have brought crap in on their foot from another bathroom. That's a possibility. Someone could have done it, gone to pee, and it could have fallen out of their pants. That's a possibility. Someone could have intentionally done it. So there's a lot of variables. Who did it? I don't know. But it sounds like we're going to have it limited down to like about 4 or 5 possibilities. Thank God, had I been one of the possibilities, I know I would be blamed. I might still be blamed somehow for this. Like when I go to the bathroom, I clean it. Even if I see pubic hairs there when I walk in, I clean it because I know I'm going to be blamed for them. I always clean that bathroom.
You clean other people's pubic hairs?
I clean other pubic hairs because I don't want to be blamed, because I know if there's something that I could possibly be blamed for, I would be blamed.
Probably Miss Howard TV. She looked like she was holding one in. I have no idea. I mean, I don't understand how you could shit on the floor and not know it.
Yeah. And then what?
But I would hope that you wouldn't know it, because if you did know it, that means you're a horrible human.
Exactly. So you deliberately left it there.
I've never shit on the floor in my life, so I don't know how it happened.
Will was saying like that's kind of like an angry act against.
Yeah, somebody used to do that at K-Rock. We're pretty sure we knew who it was. Somebody used to shit all over the toilet and the floor at K-Rock, but he was an angry person.
Is anyone here that angry, you think?
I don't know. Maybe somebody's carrying a silent anger.
Let's get Steve Langford in here. He's got an update for us. Steve, what's going on in the Howard 100 News?
Steve Langford has a huge penis.
What do you hear?
Who done it? Who's the sicko who soiled the surface of the Stern Show bathroom with a sickening stool sample? A quick examination of surveillance tape near the bathroom yesterday, conducted by Ronnie the limo driver this morning, revealing more than 24 possible suspects.
Oh, really?
Polygraph tests of all potential suspects may prove to be a huge load. Office manager Tracy Millman examining the tiny ball of fecal matter on the floor and issuing a devastating denunciation. Quote, "It disgusts me. I work with children, and whoever it is, I hope they hear this newscast and come in and clean it the F up, because Tracy's not a maid, she's not a mother, and she's revolted and disrespected." Howard 100 News will continue to pursue all leads on this mess. Anyone wishing to confess should contact Howard 100.
I'm sure someone will confess to that. Although I will grant them immunity, but they must come forward.
You will grant them immunity?
That's right. In other words, I will not ridicule them if they come forward.
Wait a minute.
How the hell else are we ever going to find the person?
Say you won't punish them, but we have to ridicule.
No, you will ridicule them. I want to find the person. We think we have a way of finding out who it is. I don't want to say what it is, because that would give it away and that would ruin everything.
But you say there were like a dozen people.
24 more.
True.
And I have the list in front of me, and there's a lot of suspects. It's almost everyone who works here.
I'm not on that list, am I?
No, yes.
I am not.
No, you're not on there. But in all truth, the problem is it's not aimed right on the bathroom door. So it's only people who pass by. So I think it's time to move the camera right onto the bathroom. That's my guess.
What do you think it is?
I haven't a clue. I honestly don't have a clue, but it was not pretty.
How big was it?
Oh, little.
Just a little nugget?
Yeah, a nugget, yeah.
So nothing's, I mean, it's serious, but nothing.
It wasn't a massive turd or anything like that.
All right, Steve, good luck.
Thank you.
And so you've reviewed the footage?
Yeah.
And what have you seen so far?
The problem is our camera doesn't face the bathroom. It goes to a certain point in the hallway where you could see people coming in through the front door or coming from the bullpen office area of our compound going towards the bathroom. So I listed everyone that was going towards the bathroom between 1 and 3:30, and I have a list of about 25 people.
So you really can't tell?
Well, you can't tell where they went, or if anybody came in from the side door from the other part of the offices from, Sirius. So the only way we can probably narrow it down to the amount of time, if you go by the time the people spent by going that way and coming back, you can probably tell who took a shit if they were in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if they went there, walked back there, and came back 30 seconds later, they didn't go in there and take a shit.
Yeah.
So if we have to go do that, we'll sit down with the camera and we'll go by minute to minute, And we could do it that way, but we still don't know if they went to the bathroom. They could have went to the kitchen, they could have went to the control room, or they could have went out anywhere into any of the offices in Sirius.
So this is going to be almost impossible to find out.
I don't know about impossible. I mean, if you gave these people lie detector tests, it all depends on how much Howard wants to do.
Going on and on. It was quite entertaining, but I could feel his pain. He was talking about some characters, the Burrito Brothers or the...
What's the Burrito Brothers?
I guess Bubba's in a market. They syndicate his show on a couple of markets in Florida and some other places. And he's number one in Tampa, and I guess in other places as well. But there's one market where there's these burrito... A Spanish team, not the Burrito Brothers. Did anybody hear Bubba's show yesterday beside me? The taco, the burritos.
There was some kind of food.
He was screaming about the Burrito Brothers. Ronnie, what was the name of that morning show that he's freaking out about?
I don't know. He calls it something, the Burrito Brothers, but it's somebody...
What does he call it?
Jimenez or something is the guy. He used to be here in New York.
Oh, but what is the name of the show that he calls it? What is it was Burrito something?
The Burrito Brothers.
Was it Burrito Brothers?
Yeah, some shit like that.
No, it was a funnier name than Burrito Brothers. Because I remember the Flying Burrito Brothers, but I can't think of it. But if you think of it, let me know.
All right.
So, Bubba was screaming that this Spanish burrito show.
By the way, it's in Fort Myers.
Fort Myers, right. So I guess, what is that, you over there?
Yeah, I just had to start up my computer.
What's with you and that computer during the show? You never, all the years I knew you, you never used a computer.
Well, I have one now, and I use it. This is where I get the news.
You're very busy with it. I hate it.
I'm listening to you, Burrito Brother.
Well, Bubba is flipping out, and I said, boy, I don't miss that at all, because what happened, evidently, he was number one, and suddenly the burrito guy was number 1, and Bubba's number 4.
Oh.
And 25 to 34, 25 to 54, 18 to 34. They were spewing out the numbers there, and I was like, and really, he's saying that the rating service. How could the Spanish guy? He says, there's more white and black people in the market that speak English.
And English-speaking people.
How did this Spanish guy suddenly get, to be number 1? So I don't know. It was just funny to listen to, and it brought me back to the horror of terrestrial radio. And good Lord, It was funny as hell. But that's my point. I believe Sirius does need broadcasters, guys who have actually been in terrestrial radio, who had to earn ratings, who understand what this medium is. You know, the other thing I love, too, is that they now call it terrestrial radio. You know,
that was a word that didn't exist.
Never existed until there was satellite radio. It was a radio. And these guys who are on terrestrial radio, the owners, they all call themselves terrestrial radio. It's a huge victory for satellite. They should just call themselves radio.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even say terrestrial radio. That should be a curse word that you can't even say.
They fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
They fell for it hook, line, and sinker. So now they're just terrestrial radio, and now there's satellite radio. And it's beautiful. It's music to my ears.
Well, you know what? I was talking to 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗱 yesterday. I had lunch with him.
No, good luck.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I love Tom. Go ahead. Yeah.
Tom.
It's just a little boring sometimes. Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
And he had an interesting take on, all of these rumors that you're going back to terrestrial radio that keep floating around in the press, because it's been happening for months. He said, well, don't you think it behooves the people in radio to keep that rumor alive with nothing going on, to make it look like something possibly will happen?
Well, a very smart thing, too, would be, hey, wait a second. Let's say Howard Stern is coming to terrestrial radio, and that'll jack up his price if he negotiates with satellite radio. That could also be the
all of that. But it also looks like, because he has said it, radio is dying.
Here's the bottom line.
And it looks like nothing is going on, and nothing can save it.
Here's the bottom line. For all the theories that are out there, here's exactly what's going on. I have been approached by terrestrial radio companies, very big companies, and not so big companies, but mostly big ones, and there's not a lot of them, about returning to terrestrial radio. It started happening within a year of me being here. And their point of view is that radio has taken a huge hit. Radio has taken a huge hit. Come back and do your thing. These conversations now have escalated because I have a year left of my contract. Let me just clear it all up. I've been contacted, and yes, people have approached me to go back. And as of right now, I can't imagine going back to that situation. I can't even comprehend it. But the offers are out there. And it's very comforting to me because in the 4 years that we've been here, I've seen radio decay. There's not a lot of good performers. There's not a lot of people who can attract a big audience. And quite frankly, radio isn't all that exciting anymore. And all of these guys that have had conversations admit that. And that's a healthy thing to admit. And they come to me and they say, listen, radio lost a lot when you left. And it's very flattering, and I'm very honored, and I like it. I like the attention, to be quite honest with you. But the thought of actually going to terrestrial radio is not on my radar at all. It would be a huge transition. And a lot of people do point out that Bubba was on satellite radio and then now has gone back to terrestrial and done very well. But do I want to deal with that at this point in my life? I don't think so.
Yeah, but, Bubba didn't prefer to go back to terrestrial radio.
Right. Bubba wanted to just, do his thing here, and unfortunately it didn't work out that way. But he's doing a terrific show on terrestrial radio, and I'm proud to be broadcasting it on our channels. But nevertheless, he didn't want to go back. It was an economic decision for him and his guys. So there's been tons of reports. I haven't played any of them for you, but here's a couple. Like this, it's very funny. But it's the reports are now that I am going to terrestrial radio, that it's a done deal, that I've decided to go. I haven't decided to do anything.
Well, that's my point. These are the kinds of stories that are being floated by terrestrial radio.
Right. Yeah, I have nothing to do with this. And quite frankly, I'm not even sure I want to be back on satellite radio. But I'll tell you,
everybody's ignoring that.
Yeah, I mean, the first place.
You're going somewhere.
But if I'm going to talk to someone about continuing this saga, I would talk to satellite first because I like it here and I like the people I work with. Here is someone named Lisa G to bring us the Howard 100 News Update. What's going on in the world of the Howard Stern Show? Lisa G. What do you have for us? Yes, Lisa?
Hello, Howard.
Hello.
By the way, we have to talk about something that happened in the bathroom yesterday.
Uh-oh. Did it involve Richard?
Or did it involve Robin and pooping? Or?
It didn't involve me and pooping, but it involved pooping.
Oh, I heard somebody shit on the floor of the bathroom?
Yeah.
What was that about?
I only know that somebody walked in and found a turd next to the stool.
In the girls' room?
In the bathroom out there in the hall, our guest bathroom.
No. What?
Yeah. And they called Tracy in to take a look at it.
Tracy, look at this.
Is it still around? Maybe we could do a DNA test.
I would love to do a DNA. I'd love to know who shit on the floor.
That's right. I would too. Everybody would.
Was it fake shit to freak you out?
No, it was real, apparently.
Did you hear about this, Lisa G?
A little bit.
No news story?
Yeah,
No one's
I'm not
tracking
working
it down?
on it. Someone else's.
When did this happen?
Yesterday, I think.
How do I not know about this?
It was on the news.
It was on Howard 100 News?
Yeah.
I must have missed that report.
Man. Maybe it was Ozzy.
We ought
That's
to
what I'm
pull it
saying.
because Tracy, you know, they call her in and she's like, I don't want to clean it up. I'm not a mom. I'm not a...
This was about like maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock or something, and all of a sudden Tracy comes out the hallway and goes, someone just left shit on the floor.
Okay, wait a second. Here's how we can figure it out.
Well, she already has suspects.
First of all, it's got to be someone on our staff. Who beside our staff uses that bathroom?
I don't know, but I don't even want to say who she thinks it is.
She was so funny because she's like, I work with children.
I could write it down if you want.
Write it down.
Is it a regular here or a guest?
A regular.
A regular?
Yeah, well, it was 1:30 in the afternoon or something.
Well, the entire Howard TV crew was here all day yesterday. I know that.
Miss Howard TV was here.
Miss Howard
They were
TV.
shooting her.
Right.
You don't think it was her?
But there's a lot.
You think it was Miss Howard TV?
There's a couple of people who use the bathroom here, Howard.
Who
Who
don't
are
work
not
here?
on the staff?
No, they work here, but they're not part. They're not part of our
Like
group.
who?
Like who?
I can't say.
Who? Scott Greenstein?
Is one of them.
You think he shit on the floor?
No, you don't think Scott shit on the floor.
No. I'm just saying that there's people that come in and out that we don't know about. Like Ross uses it also.
Oh, I could believe Ross would shit on the floor.
No, he wouldn't. That guy's got a. He's a germaphobe.
Right. Well, JD says they think it's Tim Sabian.
No. Get out.
Yeah.
Get
Now,
out.
why would he do that?
That's funny.
Why would Tim shit on the floor?
Yeah.
He's a
You're saying it was an accident?
He might have had an accident. Why do they think it's Tim Sabian?
Is it possible
Apparently he has like these.
What?
He has what?
He has these explosive shits.
Yeah,
You know this?
I've heard about
that.
Okay, here's what I know. He started. This is going months back. I heard he started doing Robin's diet. Right. I heard that he went for his first coffee enema.
Right.
I heard he came back here and practically broke down doors to get to the bathroom. So I think that there's something going on with the diet. That
Well, I just got a note here. Tim has left a mess on the bowl.
Insane?
Tim, it said here in a note. I don't know who put it up. Tim has left the mess in the bowl before.
No. Are you insane? It's not me. I didn't see it, so I'm only the messenger. No?
He's the messenger, Tim. Tim left.
He's mad.
Yeah, you don't want to be accused. Now, let me bring in a reporter who is working on this story. Go ahead, Will. What did you want to say?
No, I was just going to say that I did follow Tim in one time into the bathroom after he started the green drinks, and it looked like a Jackson Pollock in there. Like it was.
But doesn't he flush?
Well, I think it was just because it was very liquidy when you first start that diet. Or something.
But I mean, if that happened to me, I would literally take a tissue and wipe it down.
Yeah, but it was like under the toilet seat.
Wow.
Like I don't even know how it got under there, but I don't know.
I've started to see some of that. You know, that bathroom needs to be cleaned like 3 times a day now.
Right.
And the other thing, like, I'm surprised Tracy didn't call me, because she called me about 2 months ago. She was freaking out because she started finding pubic hairs on the toilet seat. She thought that was disgusting.
That is disgusting.
But this is a full turd.
This turd was on the floor, not in the bowl.
On the floor.
All right, now
Was it
you're going to
solid?
hear from Steve Langford, who evidently has been
the
covering this.
evidence,
Go ahead, Steve. What do you know?
We cover everything.
Right.
At about 3:30 yesterday afternoon, I went into the bathroom.
Go ahead.
And I noticed something on the floor.
Turd. Now, no one had called you.
I thought it was.
Did anyone-
Nobody called. No, I was simply going to the bathroom.
Okay.
And I see this, so I got Brad Driver, the news director. I said, "Is this
a story?"
I said, "No. I think it's a story regardless, but
Right.
I think it. Do you think it is what I think it is?" And he agreed.
Could it
So
be
I-
Lisa G? She's a known shitter at work.
Lisa was not here.
All right, fair enough.
So I went and found Tracy, because I thought Tracy, A, should know, and B, is the best soundbite in the business.
Right.
And sure enough, she delivered big time.
Where is the soundbite?
We have the story. Brad is back. I don't know. They're trying to pull it.
Let me ask you this: isn't this a easy story to sort of figure out the timeline? There's got to be a person here who used that bathroom when it was clean at some point in the afternoon.
Right.
Then what we do is we backtrack.
Well, plus there may be surveillance tape of the hall.
Yeah, we have, Howard, this is a great thing about this place that we never had.
right.
We have cameras, because that's how we found out who was touching the cupcakes.
I am and who was touching the cupcakes?
Ross.
Okay. I am authorizing the news department to go to a full blast investigation.
Absolutely.
I want all resources directed toward this story. This is big.
Absolutely.
In my world, this is big.
And mine too.
Okay.
Are you
Now,
saying there's already cameras that have filmed
Robin?
people going in and out of the bathroom?
Robin, I never wanted to tell you this, but you are photographed when you're going to the bathroom. Just walking in the door, not while you're actually shitting.
There's a camera in that hallway that would tell us who comes, and we can cut down the time.
Right. Now, here's what we're going to do. In other words, at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or something, the bathroom was clean.
Right.
So sometime between 11 and 3, the shitting occurred.
Right.
Now we're going to go back and look at the tapes and narrow it down to the 3 or 4 people we see there going into the bathroom. I like it. I want full authorization. And Ronnie, as chief of security...
I can have him run the tape right
hold on one second. Why is your mic not working?
He's number 3.
How would I know? Go ahead.
I can have him run the tape right now.
What are you saying?
Give me a timeline. I can go have him run it right now.
You're saying right now you could run
Right now I can go have him run it.
Noon to 3.
What time
Noon
were
to
you?
3?
Do you know the time you were in the bathroom?
It was about 3:30. So
3:30.
I would say between 1:30 and 3:30 would be the time to
But
look.
but we have to figure out who last saw the place clean.
But Howard, I could tell you...
It was clean before I left, but I
All right.
left at around 11.
You left at 11. You were in that bathroom.
We left at 12.
Did you see the bathroom at 12?
It was clean because I went in there right before we left.
You did?
Yeah.
All right.
How do we know you're not lying and you were the guy who shit?
No, I didn't shit. I pissed.
How do we know?
I'm just telling you. You got to take
You
my word.
sure you didn't shit on the floor?
I'm positive.
Ronnie's
First
kinda
of all, I
old.
don't.
He might
First
not
of
have
all,
control.
First of all, I don't shit here. I won't shit.
All right.
I only shit
All right,
in my
I'm
own
gonna
bathroom.
trust you.
Okay.
So for between noon, Robin, and 3:30,
Okay.
the shitting occurred.
Yes, Scott, what do you have to say?
Scott, do you want to confess?
No,
Go
but
ahead.
I was in there just about 5 of 1. I left. I went to the bathroom. It was clean at 1 o'clock.
All right. So
How do we know you're not lying?
You don't. I'm
So if I was the guilty party, I would come in and say, I was in the bathroom at 5 of 1 and it was clean. Meanwhile, you could have shit right then at 5 of 1. I'm not trusting you.
I'm trying.
So it's now between 1 and 3:30.
Well, if you trust Scott.
Yeah.
Do you want to look at the tape, find out who all went in there, and then do a lie detector test?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Ed Torian?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what I want.
Ronnie, I'm going to
go look at the tape.
Unless somebody wants to fess up.
And I may have been in there after 1
Use
o'clock.
that bathroom, too.
I may have been in there, but I did not.
You did not shit on the floor. I know that. You're part of the news department. The news department would never
Do
shit on
you
the floor.
have any speculation as to who it was at this time?
I haven't a
from
clue,
your
but
investigation?
There
How
was
big
a
was
Howard TV shoot going on here yesterday afternoon, was there not?
Right, yes,
Yes.
there was. How big was the duty?
Oh, it was a tiny little ball of excrement.
Right. And how do you figure, because you're a reporter.
It got there.
How do you figure it got there? Do you think, obviously no one shat on the floor. I mean, if it's a little ball, what do you think, how did it get there? I mean, was the bowl clean?
The bowl was clean.
Right.
Yes.
And the seat was clean.
Seat was clean.
How do you know it wasn't mud from a shoe?
Well, I looked at it. Tracy looked at it. Brad Driver looked at it. We
had enough
we
witnesses.
concluded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Steve know the exact spot? Like, even though it might have been cleaned up,
Yep.
maybe we can swab it.
Yeah.